Hello out there. Welcome to any strangers that lurk in the darkness this evening. Welcome once more to another session of Jokes, Tales, and Critical Fails for our Scouring the Scorched Continent campaign. This is our Saturday night game, starting every night at 6 p.m. However, we have started just a little bit late this evening, as it's been quite a busy day. We've had a number of players join my ongoing games throughout our my start playing page, which you can find in the chat below. If you go ahead and type !link, it should refer you to all of my social media accounts, as well as my startplaying.games page, where you can find a number of available games for you to peruse. Currently on the roster, we have our Sailing the Sunken Continent game starting at noon every Saturday, running from 4 to 5 hours, depending on combat, of course. We also have available to join our Thursday game, which is our new Odyssey in Aleos campaign, which is for any of you Greek and Roman mythology buffs out there, for a sort of Theros-esque setting in my homebrew world. We also have our Burning of Breldom campaign, which is starting Fridays at 11 a.m. my time, PST, which is our Kingdoms of Breldom campaign, placed in the western corner of the continent of Aelith, where an arson is at large, and a large, quite prosperous bounty has been put on the head of a man who has lived within its borders for some time. All of those games are available on our Start Paying page. Actually, I'm sorry. The Odyssey for Aleos campaign Odyssey in Aleos, is scheduled to be on our Start Playing page soon. We're just waiting on approval from the site. It's a new adventure, so don't be afraid to get in there first, as those should be starting up any day now. Starting things off with our Scouring the Scorched Continent campaign. Pop out the chat here real quick so I can get a view of who's there. If you also want to if you want to go ahead and type in setting, party, or story, you can get a brief synopsis of some of the stories so far, the party you are dealing with, and etc. However, to start things off, we pick up where we last left off. Oh yes, and if you, we do have Enigma Forge in the chat. He did just mention the Saturday campaign. The Sailing the Sunken Continent is actually a somewhat familiar campaign to some of the people involved here. A sort of recreation of a previous campaign run upon this server. You can find some of the old streams back on our YouTube page, but it is a re-adventure into the Sunken Continent, a land in the Atoro Edith, home to the pirates, the pirate lords of Pirate Tooth Bay, or I'm sorry, of Dragon Tooth Rock, as well as many more mystical and whimsical creatures make up the waters, which span far east out from the nation of Aqualis. If you wish to join the seas and sail like a pirate, that's the game for you. However, where we left off last was quite a dire situation, as after striking out, well, first off, as our heroes have infiltrated a cult of drug peddling addicts, who not only make the drug Viraka, but sell it widely across the continent of Rakesh, primarily within the bounds of the Red Empire for the time being. As our heroes infiltrated the Violet Knight, they became one with the organization, operating within seamlessly for the time being, while they waited and formulated a plot to take down the cult from within. as each of them fell within their respective roles, some taking the role of enforcer as they are strong and able-bodied, some taking the role of alchemists as they are quick-witted and very competent within the arcane arts. And some of you, particularly one of you, was taken in as a keeper. These strange violet-clad individuals seem to be identityless. That's a word? They seem to be without identity, as they each, in unison, sort of circulate the compound, doing their tasks quite dully and almost identically. As you guys have lived on the compound for a few days now, you spotted some strange occurrences from the keepers, and Ignacio, whilst under the supervision of one of the keepers, reached out, grabbed the cloak and the mask of these completely veiled individuals, and ripped it from their body, revealing a massive swarm of living bees, which, while the compound does keep bees used for their honey, these bees seemed quite sentient and angry, striking out at Ignacio as he did so. As Bastion, our resident Warforged, did save Ignacio in the moment with assistance from Oberon, our large panda monk, they managed to save Ignacio's life, although on the fringes of death for the time being. As you parted ways, Oberon and Ignacio were sent in front of Lady Delora, the leader of the cult of the Violet Knight, and a strange demonic being, some sort of pawn of the higher demons of succubi and incubi, let loose upon this world, that under the visage that it puts out of a beautiful Adonis-like woman standing 8 feet tall, this strange succubi-like creature has seemingly controlled this cult for some time now. As you both were presented in front of her, Ignacio was swept away and led underground, where they were held in a cage, and while Oberon and Bastion were believed for the time being, they were sent upon their way as Ignacio tried to escape. As the workday ended and Ignacio came to consciousness, broke out of his cage and started exploring the cave system that lays underneath the compound itself, Ignacio began to retreat in what seemed to be an opening. However, while rushing past looked like an empty room, keepers began to form, descending down in bee form from the ceiling and taking on their violet robes. As Ignacio struggled to get the door open in the last moments of his escape, it swung open as a swarm of bees, unable to reach their cloak, began to attack Ignacio once more. As the door swung open and the bees struck, Ignacio could let out a single blood-curdling scream, which echoed down the halls deep underground of this compound and reached the ears of a number of Violet Knight cultists, some of which are the recruits currently stowed away in the room for the time being, some of which are currently lounging in the bottom level of the compound.
Auto shutdown initiated.
Wasting away the evening with drugs and alcohol, as they do at the end of every day, working here
Charging
on the
battery.
Violet Knight compound.
Auto shutdown cancelled.
As Ignacio, let me go ahead and take you all to the battle map that we will see for this first leg of the battle. Quite a bit is happening. You guys hear the blood-curdling scream, like, echo down from the distance. You guys can recognize it. You have fought in battle alongside Ignacio before, and as the blood-curdling screech kind of rings out, those of you sitting within the room the recruits' chambers, which is all of you, do hear Ignacio. So I'll place you guys down here for the time being. Oh boy. Fume. Hoffs. B45 and Avery. Our party in full in the rooms along with one of the recruits. Go ahead and pull them out. Oh, that's the NPCs. Or the PCs.
For the people in the recruits room, were we able to take a short rest between us arriving there and then Ignacio yelling?
Did you take damage at any point?
Yeah, whenever I rescued Ignacio.
That was hours ago. Yeah, that was hours. Yeah, you've had a short rest since then. Yes.
Okay.
Sister Lyra, the tabaxi kind of lioness folk that sits in the room with you at the moment, stands up suddenly, alarmed by the noise and rushing to move. As the screech kind of rings out, you hear her yell, "What was that? Are we under attack?" And you watch as she looks around the room frantically, trying to find a weapon. She starts to reach by her pillow underneath, where she pulls out a dagger suddenly and starts to hold it timidly, shaking in her grasps in front of her. Real quick, let me disalign you from the grid, as the hallways will be tricky if I don't. There you go. Everybody should have gotten that. And yeah, you are there. Let me go ahead and put out a couple of keepers for you to signify your situation. These two keepers are beginning to form still, I will say. They are not entirely within their violet robes, as the bees kind of dripped down from the ceiling like a massive goblet or glob of water. It kind of falls and springs out into different insects, flying out in all different directions before slowly trickling underneath the cloak as it begins to lift up in the center. You watch as the keepers begin to form, as the swarm of bees that you, Ignacio, grabbed the cloak of, that it was moving toward, began to move toward you and attacked you. So you currently have the cloak in your hands, and as you fall, letting out this blood-curdling scream, the cloak falls, mask as well, and the swarm begins to move for the violet robes. Yeah, so while that's going on,
Pause, and
1 second.
we still only see the Valiant Knight cigarette map.
Oh, yeah.
Like the room map, not the battle map. There we go.
Okay.
And no vision.
You should do that. Yeah, I'll get to it. 1 second.
Hey, I'm just giving you a heads up.
Get the live stream for everybody else first. Yeah. Okay. Every time we switch to the live stream, it loses the foundry. Perfect. Wonderful. There you all are. Placing out the keepers. Let me place out a swarm of bees for you, as you want so badly, Ignacio.
Imagine if it was bees.
Okay, there is your swarm of bees. Let me go ahead and make them a little bit bigger, as they are a larger than normal swarm of bees. Which doesn't make them much deadlier, as they already can kind of swarm your person quite easily. However, it does make it dangerous for multiple people as the swarm starts to move toward that set of violet robes you have. What is... let's go into initiative order here. So, real quick, don't touch anything. I'll put you guys on the initiative tracker, and you can just roll your initiative from there. Yes, we will get there.
No, I'm saying that because it slows my computer down.
Okay.
You guys to just roll for initiative.
Yes, you guys can roll for initiative.
17.
Okay, I need to change that. There we go. Okay. Oberon, you can roll for initiative. Or do you want me to hit it?
No, I should be able to do it. I'm just
Well,
trying
the
to get
pink
this thing to
dice.
actually work.
Have you turned the... I mean, yeah, you've turned the settings down in the game itself, I assume. Okay.
Oh yeah, everything's unchecked.
Okay.
I wish I could turn modules on and off.
Which module is slowing you down?
I don't know.
Modules is not something you can't really turn on and off. Their server... If there is a module that's like slowing you down, I'm happy to turn it off, but I don't think there's anything like active at the moment.
No, there's nothing that I could do.
The
Only one we can control is the dice one.
yeah. Okay. Why did the camera? Oh, because it's... Okay.
It might be all the other maps too that are on there. I don't know.
Sorry. The transition noises real quick as you guys should see everything now. Okay, so real quick, as the first to act are the keepers. They are first to go. You guys are inside your room right here. You should be able to see. Do you guys not have vision on your tokens?
Correct.
Why don't you? No, you do have vision on your tokens.
I do have vision.
I don't.
I don't.
Why don't you guys have vision on your tokens?
I don't.
I don't know. I'll
It might be-
refresh and see if
It
that
might be dark.
Do you have? Well, I mean, you guys
Oh, is this?
should have vision applied to your tokens innately. If you have vision,
But they
like,
might
or
not have
vision.
dark vision.
It doesn't matter. You still should have 30 feet, like regular vision.
Okay, when I move my character, it'll basically open up wherever I am, and then like
Yeah.
anything else where I've been stays open, but it doesn't open. Like there's no vision.
Why is it your tokens don't have vision? I've corrected this 3 times, and I've also added a app with
I've added mine. Dim light 30, bright
Vision.
60.
What should the radius be?
normal is 30 and 60, if I'm not mistaken. No.
30 in dim, 60 in bright.
Yeah. Or isn't that dark vision? Dark vision is 60 feet. So I think that's dark
I don't
vision.
have dark
but
vision,
I don't.
but
I think your max range should be 30 feet in dark.
sure. I will
Go ahead and
change that. 30 feet.
Don't know. Yeah, I don't know why your 2 tokens didn't. Okay,
know
let's not move yourself yet. You're trying to leave
Just
this.
trying to see the whole map.
Okay, well, you don't have to. You're not in the whole map. You're only in that
It's a
section.
video game.
Right, but still. The start of their turn. I'll say their action is, what previously went, as I said, as they rush to their various robes. You do hear a load of, your door is not open, it is shut. You do hear a load of movement outside as various people stand up as they hear Ignacio scream. But Avery, it's your turn. Avery's turn starts by opening the door to the room beyond, and as they rush out first, kind of heading down the hall, they will see the scene at the end of this long hallway. Opening it up, you all do hear just like a cavalcade of like conversation and like discussion of what could be possibly going on. And as like 2 more doors open, you can see people peer out and start to come out of like the various alchemists' rooms across here. One by one, you can see a number of faces pop out of their nearby rooms, and as the door opens, you can see various individuals either with pipe from a hookah, like in hand, with a wine bottle or flask of ale open. They each kind of stand up and place their belongings down on a nearby table as they all start to move. Avery kind of rushes out and runs past a number of individuals before seeing Ignacio at the end of the hallway. Ignacio, this comes down to one question.
Yeah.
No, it's a question I have to ask through Avery's spell sheet of spells.
Oh.
Of what is prepared.
Of what is prepared. Let's hope it's accurate, because for some reason they have 5 second level spells prepared and 1 first level spell. So that doesn't seem right. As what?
There's only like 2, right?
They get like 1. I think they have 1 at level 3. They have 1 second level spell.
They're level
No,
2.
well, if they're prepared casters, they can prepare all 2nd level spells if they want to.
But
No,
only
they
have 2
can,
spells.
but they only have 2 spell slots. No, I get that.
Oh yeah.
And then 4 spell slots.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I gotta be strict here. Like, what the
You should change Avery's avatar so it's not a GIF.
Is it?
Is
Is
it?
Is
This
it?
looks like an image to me.
Yeah.
It's not a like rotating yellow thing.
No.
Oh, that's meant to
that's
be
the-
there. It's
That's the turn
yeah,
marker.
indicator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need the turn marker
Oh.
off? Okay. Would that help you?
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, in that case, I don't mind doing that. That's understandable. It's not crucial. That is also on in the yesterday game, which I don't know.
I mean, the only difference I did was I plugged my TV in, so maybe that's so that I had 2 screens.
I don't know.
Maybe that's taken so much RAM.
I've been kicked out.
Yeah, you're gonna be kicked out as the as it comes up. So well, I have some dead air and I can't describe anything while this reloads. Reload apparently.
Well, I guess I can't use.
A great suggestion, which I did like, which I can't remember who it came from. Dog? B-Dog. BD Dog? I don't know what it is. BD Dog. But it was a great suggestion. One of the new players in the Elias game. A character creation stream, which I think, like, even not necessarily if I have, like, you guys for character creation, like, a game in mind. If you guys wanted to hop on with me one night and just do a general walkthrough for just, like, a character creation, I think it is actually a very valuable thing. So,
I am fully down for that. Just hit me up whenever you want to do it.
yeah, just like a general, like, to go through my processes and stuff like that. It was a good idea. I did like it. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so I did it, but Avery still has like the thing around them. I guess it doesn't circle them. Oh well. Hopefully it works. Everybody should be able to load back in just fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been able to.
Sure, that turn marker.
Ignacio, Hoffs, B45. And the bear himself, Oberon.
So yeah, as Avery comes into view, seeing you at the end there, kind of swarmed by bees, and knowing absolutely no spells, share your spell. Admittedly, they do have cure wounds prepared, but that's the problem. So, unfortunately, someone wasn't prepared for this because of it.
Having my TV plugged in breaks my computer. Cool. Can't run 2 screens. That's all it is.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that module did help a lot too.
Why does our healer not have healing word?
Like I literally do not know. So what I'm going to do, because they are so desperate in this situation, they're going to cast the only 2 second level spell they have that heals, but they have it prepared, so they're going to use Prayer of Healing to just heal you. It may seem stupid, but Avery is stupid.
They're a kid.
So you gain back 14 hit points. And everybody could have as well if Avery was prepared. So everybody yell at Avery as you pass.
Fucking kid, robot hand hits them.
So, as you kind of run, as you all hear the scream, the door swings open. You can see the commons in the other side of the room just like up in a roar. And Avery runs out, looks down the hallway. You can see him through the doorway and just casts violently, and a wave of energy kind of washes out around them and starts to head down this hall. That is the end of Avery's turn. That brings it to Ignacio's.
So I immediately come back and I would like I didn't think I'd come back so quickly. I thought I was gonna do some death roast before this. I think. Wait. So Do I still have Sister Tamara with me? Is she still there? Like, I pushed her through the door, but she's still on the ground, right?
Sister Tamara.
Yeah, because remember
Oh,
she
yes,
was on
yes,
the
you're right.
pedestal.
And you threw her through the door first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Correct. Let me go ahead and put her out. That's a good point. Thank you. Sister Tamara. Yep, she is on the ground. She is unconscious. And she's lying there.
I'd like to pick her up and just I think maybe I'll cast it didn't
So the swarm
time.
the swarm is currently going for the
robes.
The robes. The problem being it is a large swarm. So it is still kind of enveloping you. So what I will say is, like, if you want to get away, you're going to have to disengage, or find some other way to get away.
Okay.
Without getting attacked, that is, I mean, obviously.
I think I'm gonna bottle respite. I think that should be okay.
That could just get you inside.
Is it? Do
Yes,
I not
at
have
higher,
it unlocked?
At higher levels, you can take people in with you.
Oh. What level do I have to be for that? Hold on.
I can look it up, but
no, I have it here in front of me.
I think like 7 or something high. I'm gonna find it before you, and then you're gonna be in trouble. Sanctuary Vessel, level 10. When you enter Eugenie's vessel, you can now choose up to 5 willing creatures you can see within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Well, then I'll pick her up and I'll cast.
You cast Exhale.
Mirror image, because then they won't know what to hit.
Okay. You're gonna cast Mirror Image? That is an action to cast that, right?
I think it'll be smart if I just disengage her and try to get out of here.
It's up to you.
I think that's what it'll do.
Okay. I will allow you to bonus action pick up the corpse if you the corpse. The totally alive person. The unconscious body. You can pick up the person in front of you. Oh god, A plus dead. I meant to plus unconscious. Oh god, prone.
Just go through all of them to figure out which one's the right one.
That's correct.
Oh my god. Bonus
yeah.
action, pick her up and disengage, get out of here. 'Cause bees.
Bees indeed. That's up to you. What's the word?
Because I don't know what their hit points are, and that's the bullshit shit. Yeah, because if I do anything, they're gonna hit me back, and they hurt, so I'm gonna disengage and leave.
Okay.
This way!
Are you leaving Tamara behind?
No, I can't pick her up. I can't move her.
I said what? Sorry, bonus. Oh, you just couldn't move. Yeah, you just.
Yeah, I pick her up and I take her with me.
Is what you're saying. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your full movement? Make an athletics check for me.
Okay, I'll make athletics check. Which I am totally good at. Do you want me to roll with digital dice, or can I roll with
It doesn't matter.
physical dice?
Yeah, you can roll physical. The rules still apply. I just added those in case you wanted to
Okay. 17 minus 2, which is 15.
15. Yeah, I will. Yeah, you have your full movement. You can get to where you are with her. She's like fairly heavy, so it takes like all your effort to run down the hall, but you can get down the steps just in time as the bees begin to angrily buzz behind you. That ends your turn, correct?
Yes.
B45, our resident.
Bonus,
no, yeah,
bonus
you've used
action
everything.
and then movement?
Yes, you've used everything.
Okay. Okay.
B45, it is your turn. Our resident Warforge, from a time long past within the continent, made of makeshift pieces of brass and different metals from around the continent, as pieces of his arms and legs seem to be made of different types of craft and creation, as his torso, once ancient and old, has been given new life with pieces of distant creators patchworked into and grafted as part of his body. What are you doing, B45? As you hear the scream and watch Avery run out. Okay. You come out.
I assume I can see Ignacio past the corner.
Yeah. As soon as you come out, you can see, like, half of you within the room could see Ignacio carrying a purple-clad robed individual enter the room, panting, bloodied. Ignacio, we actually never did this, so go ahead and give me a D100 roll. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, D100 roll, please. Hello, Ignacio? Am I... No. Okay, they might have just stepped away for a moment. We can do it
Possibly.
in a minute. But you see them come out bloodied, beaten, and wounded across their body clutching some sort of unmoving body.
Yeah. So that's 30 feet of movement. I'm gonna take an action. I'm gonna use my action to dash to get in front of Avery. What's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then I will get here.
Okay. You can see a swarm of bees currently moving toward a purple robe, trying to get beneath it as the center begins to rise.
Then I'm going to yell out to everyone to come help. There is a massive swarm of bees trying to enter the compound. To try to get more people to see the massive.
What do you shout?
Bees. Everyone
do?
help. I'm just going to shout to the commons area of saying, everyone help. There's a massive swarm of bees that have attacked people and they're entering the compound.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, 17. Just flat.
Okay. Okay. You do so. Anything else? That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn, and then I have to step away. My niece is moving out tonight, apparently, so I need help her move real quick.
Gotcha. Hopefully you're back. Oberon. You, sir, watch Bastion run after Avery as the scream kind of rings throughout the compound. Do you join them?
Yes.
Okay. You charge out. You have plenty of movement. You can 40 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
You can get out to the hallway with like your whole movement to about here. Where are you charging to? What are you trying to do?
So the bees are coming after us? Is that what was? I'm sorry.
Correct. Yeah, you used you used 20 feet. The bees, they haven't moved. You just heard the scream, and then Avery ran out, cast a heal, and you watched Ignacio run out with somebody over their arm.
Probably just move to here, so I can see it down the hallway.
Okay, yeah, you can see that. Yeah, you see the bees as soon as you run to there. You can see the bees down there, kind of like massing at the end of the hall, moving down to something low, on the ground.
That's it. No, I'm just hanging out.
Okay, so you just use your movement. You're not doing an action or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't see anybody being attacked. Or
Do you want to hold an action? You do see Ignacio running away from the bees with a body over their shoulder, and Ignacio is like, Ignacio, if you're here, please roll a d100 now.
You mean Avery's running with Ignacio?
No, Ignacio is running out with Ignacio was healed, so they're up, and they grabbed the body of Sister Tamara and ran out.
Some people's pictures got darker, so it was hard to see them.
Oh no, it's cool. Ignacio is bloody. That's why their thing's injured. And then Avery's just kind of like standing in front of them as Sister Tamara is like over the shoulder of Ignacio. These bees are like swarming angrily at the end of the hallway. As I mean, you can hold an action if you want to.
Yeah, probably just I'm gonna hold my radiant bolt.
Okay.
Just in case like Bastion gets attacked.
So are you what's the condition you're holding your attack till?
If Bastion's attacked or Bastion attacks.
Okay.
Right? Because the keeper in front of us isn't doing anything.
That is yeah, that's the purple robes is like looks like a keeper, but there is like a person underneath it, a familiar face, and their hood is down. It is Sister Tamara, one of the recruits, the keeper recruit.
Oh, okay. That's why they're back there. Okay.
Correct.
Then yeah, just hanging out here and backing.
So
Bastion.
if anybody, if Bastion, yeah, you're backing up Bastion. If anybody attacks Bastion, or if Bastion attacks somebody, you're gonna also attack them with a Radiant Bolt. Is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay, so you watch as Oberon kind of runs out, and within his paws, you can see just like this, small sphere of like burning radiant energy. Looks like a tiny sun just within his palm as he stands like and in a ready stance. Fume runs out. 10 feet. He sees the situation running forward another 20. He gets in front of you. Say turns about to everybody in the room and then turns down the hallway. He is going to just kind of turn about, and you can hear under his breath, you can just hear, "It's about goddamn time," before he like summons a firebolt within his hand and just tosses it down the hallway at the swarm of bees. Yeah, we'll just do a firebolt. Roll to attack. Or there we go. Roll to attack. And just barely hit. Yay! 9 points of fire damage. And you watch as the fire comes barreling in and like bursts within the swarm of bees. It is very effective fire. Yeah, you watch as a large swarm of bees kind of veer away from the flame and start to rush now toward the cloak below. Yeah, so quick math. Okay. Greatly
Man, I
injured.
guess if one of my party members threw something at him.
You were I was specific about how
Oh,
I
okay.
asked.
I mean, okay.
So, like, yeah, I will be a little bit strict on, like, you know, calling actions, as I'm a little bit lenient, because some DMs wouldn't allow you to say, like, if they attack or get attacked, but, like, yeah, of course. If somebody attacks Oberon, you just have to be, like, a little bit clear with your specification.
Yeah.
Just in the future.
No, I get what you're saying.
Fume
But
goes...
I mean, if Fume was to run up next to me and throw a fireball, I'd be like, what? Oh.
Yeah.
I guess we're doing this.
And you
So-
watch as he quickly pulls out his hammer as well, and as a bonus action slams it against the ground, and like from where it smashes the ground beneath, it just bursts into flames as his hammer is now ablaze. Hoffs, it is your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll kind of back up against the wall. Basically, I have heard there are bees. Alright, weird question. Can a swarm of bees even be mind slivered with any degree of effectiveness? Because it says, I drive a spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature I see within range. Does a swarm count as a creature for the purposes of
It's
the
magic.
spell? It's magic. Sick. Okay, great. If I see the bees, I'm gonna mind sliver the bees.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. It has to roll an intelligence check.
Sorry, this is a held action. I should
Oh, you're
clarify
holding
that.
it until...
Because I don't think I can see the bees from this angle. Because this is basically the angle I have, right?
Yeah, you can...
Yeah, so if the bees, come around the corner and I see the bees, I would like to mind sliver the bees.
You got it. Well, this swarm begins to rush beneath its form as it, like, tries to get beneath the cloth. You can see as, like, the form of a keeper begins to arise out of the violet cloth beneath. As it does, and you lose sight of the insects themselves, within its place appears a keeper as a swarming mass of bees beneath where the face should be slowly leans up, picks up the mask, and plops it upon its face as it stares down at you. This swarm of bees beneath the cloak that forms a keeper, mask and all, is shorter than all the rest. Which is the first time any keeper has shown any signs of being different. As a number of dead bees kind of lie on the ground beneath. However, behind, you watch as keepers kind of pan into view, and as one swarm pushes past and heads toward you, Oberon, you can watch as the other one does as well, right? And they both kind of saunter up to you, Oberon, and
Bastion.
Oh Jesus, yeah, I'm sorry, Bastion.
Keep doing this.
Yeah, you're both big guys. As they both kind of saunter up to in front of you, Bastion, as you kind of block the way, the one in front says, "Please move so we can get to the ones behind you." And they'll both wait till you move.
Can I yell? Do I hear that?
Yeah, it's quiet. What's your passive perception? Let's see.
Passive.
No, you cannot hear it. You're kind of like too much in this room filled with like conversation of people like shouting back to each other, and it's very softly said to just B45. And as they kind of just like walk, you can just see Bastion just standing there, not moving. Yeah. And as the second one approaches and like stands behind the first, it's going to cast a charm person on Bastion and try again. He must make which he fails. And as the keeper approaches and turns toward B45, you watch as they reach out and touch the shoulder of Bastion as they say again, please retrieve the one that has fled. Oh wait, sorry, I'm thinking of suggestion. My bad. They try again and say, please move so we can retrieve the one behind you. And this time you can see Bastion does begin to move as the passed. Oh wait, yeah, he's just gonna begin to move past. He's still gonna be back there though. So you can kind of see they're all kind of grouped up by Bastion down in the hallway as the third one just begins to form into a rather shorter version of a keeper. That ends the keeper's turn. You can kind of watch as many of the alchemists and cultists around here kind of like group up one by one around. Just they're all just kind of like looking around confused, like, what's going on? Is that the one that was hurt? Do we go get a keeper? I don't know. Are we just supposed to? And they're just kind of like all peering over one another as two kind of stand at the back here. Avery, with you now close, Ignacio, Avery's gonna like dip around the corner and cast a Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, neat. Can I also ask for Avery to also heal Sister Tamara?
As you say that, she yeah, I'm sorry. That'll be 10 points of healing.
Oh, neat.
As he shakes his head, I can't do that. I tried with my last spell, but if they're not up now, they're not getting up. No, that doesn't mean they're dead. It just means they could be unconscious.
Okay. And I'll look up to, these are all enforcers, right?
No, they're all just various cultists. These two back here are alchemists.
Oh, okay.
They're just all various black-clad, robed individuals.
I'd like to tell them, don't get enforcers. They're not here to do nice things.
Make
The
a
keepers are all
sorry.
possessed.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I say the
Go ahead and
keepers
make a
are all
persuasion check.
bees. Oh yeah.
Oh, you say all bees or possessed? What do you
They're,
say?
they're all no.
You have to
I
commit to
say
something.
that they're all possessed bees.
They're all possessed bees. Okay, you say that.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay, that is that's a solid dirty 20.
Okay. Okay. Let me do a series of rolls. As you kind of shout that out to the room. Sorry, I'm just. You can watch as like a number of people just like kind of like group up around Ignacio as they say that. Are you doing anything else, Ignacio, with your turn?
That's a good question.
They all kind of like start to group up around you as you say that. Like what? They get like really close. Like, are you okay? What are you talking about? As the number of them like looking, it's like bees. There, I do see some. I hear some buzzing. I see some bees. There's just keepers down there. They're possessed by bees? Do bees possess people? I've never been possessed. I've been stung by a bee. Does that mean I'm possessed by a bee?
I'll try to. Yeah, I know. They kind of don't know what to do with the information because I just blurted out the first thing out of my head. But I'll be like,
a number of them do have weapons at the ready, just with the situation. Not toward you or anything.
Don't believe anything they say.
If you say that, I'm gonna be like,
Oberon takes psychic
exactly.
damage.
Don't.
No, I just saw the pun and had to go.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be like, I'm one of you guys. They're the enemy, and I'll point to the keepers as they're coming up and I'll be like.
Do you want to use your full turn to like sell this off, basically?
I would like to use my full turn to try to get them on our side.
Okay. So what do you say? You turn back to the hallway?
Yeah. I'll point at them and tell them, yeah, that they're the enemy, that we're trying to, look, I'll show them Sister Tamara and how, like, she's unconscious and absolutely, like sunken in features and everything. And it looks like she's been gone for, like, a while. Like, I found her and she was down there and she's, like, and I died twice already.
Okay, you kind of like place Sister Tamara's down and start pleading toward the group as they're surrounded you. Go ahead and make a second persuasion check for me.
Oh, God. Where'd my dice go?
You got their attention with the shout, and like you got all their attention except for a pair that are kind of like standing off by the back.
Okay, so that's a 11, 15?
15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do they say in law? Corpse of proof. What is that in Latin?
Corpse of proof.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up for a minute. Corpus delicti.
Okay. Well, you can watch as all the group, about 6 cultists, kind of pile in around you as you started to talk, and as you set like Sister Tamara down and like point to her for reference, a number of them start murmuring to each other. Call the keepers did. I thought they were keeping us, and you can hear another one like, well, you know, Hemus did go down with the keepers a while ago, and I've not seen him since. And you just kind of hear this murmuring before like one of them from the back like pulls out a knife from his robe and takes a step forward towards you, Ignacio, and then stepping past you like walks in front of the hallway, and another begins to move in front of Fume with a knife out, just like as a number of others begin to pull out weapons, and a couple of them have clubs, as another pulls out a knife. One kind of reaches back into his room and pulls out a club and steps forward. They do seem to react, but you do watch as off to the side here, one of these cultists over here, kind of they murmur amongst each other, and you do hear I will say, Oberon, go ahead and make me a perception. I'll actually say, with your passive perception alone, you can hear Oberon, the two off to the side here, discussing. That doesn't sound right. We should probably go get someone, don't you think? Yeah, go get someone quick. You can hear them whisper toward each other back here in the back of the room. Are you doing anything? Is anybody doing anything?
Did I still have that action ready?
Yes.
Or would it count as my
I mean,
act, like? Are we in combat?
You
like,
have you're in this weird place in between combat, I will say, and I'm going to kind of going through to make sure everybody like wants to do anything. I know B45's not here right now. If I'm not mistaken.
I just got back.
Oh, you just got back. Okay, well,
I was just muted while you were talking.
Well, I was just jumping to you as you did hear something in the situation. It kind of does reach your turn. Nobody attacks Bastion. They charm him, which isn't at all an attack. It is the least attack spell they could have done too. So it does not trigger what you wanted, but it does reach your turn again. Are you doing anything? And you do hear those two cultists kind of whisper amongst each other. These ones back here. As everybody else kind of reacts to what Ignacio's saying, quite fairly reasonably.
Were you doing anything, Bastion?
Just you first, Oberon, as you hear it. Just,
oh well, I had the
please.
action readied on his.
Oh, to see if he attacks B45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's originally what I had prepared was. Right. If he had done anything,
sure.
then
I mean, if you want to wait till that, then B45. Are you doing anything?
You said charmed?
Yeah, this one charmed you as it approached.
Did it say anything with the charm or just?
It said, "Move out of the way and let us retrieve the one behind you."
Then I would step aside.
Yeah, I mean that you did.
Yeah.
This one started moving past you, but they're still both in front of you, as that's as far as their movement would get you or get them.
But that's as far as I would do anything. I would just stay aside. And
Okay.
letting them pass because charmed.
Okay. Then yeah, B45 or Oberon, are you doing anything?
With the readied spell, could I use that as a reaction? Hearing the guys from the bottom of the hallway?
No, on your turn you can do whatever you want.
Okay, so my turn.
Yeah. I mean, you could cast it on them.
No, we'd
Okay.
What are we moving? 32 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna intercept the one that starts moving toward the stairs?
Yep.
What are you doing as you get there? He just kind of starts moving toward as you like dart in front, and like his eyes go wide for a second. What are you doing? Say anything?
You will not be leaving this this room.
Make an intimidation check.
So intimidation. A 2.
A 2. Well, I'm not even gonna roll against a 2. Actually, I am rolling just to see if it's a 1. That'd be funny. The cultist kind of looks at you and scoffs and just starts to continue to move past you. Are you stopping him as he? Yeah. Are you attacking or like actually punching or grappling or?
We're gonna be. So I'm gonna hit him with my sunbolt.
Okay.
The first attack.
Does that have to be ranged?
You get into special attack is a ranged attack spell with a range of 30 feet.
Yeah, so it will be a disadvantage if you fire it like point blank.
Okay, so then that's oh, well, I guess it just changes. Oh, it just gives me range.
Yes.
I get it. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
No, I just be
precisely. So you're just punching him.
because I'd just be punching him.
Yeah. Okay. Roll to hit him, and also probably roll damage. Roll to hit. Just a 20 plus dex and
there it is.
tether even a roasted chicken.
What I'm trying to do is figure out this system, how I can target the guy, attack him, right?
That'll hit.
And then be able to roll damage and have that count also.
Did you hit the button below select where it's like select target?
Yes.
And
I have him selected at the moment.
I think that's something. I think that's a setting I have to allow to have it automatically remove damage. I was kind of looking through the settings earlier today, but 7 damage is what you do. As he kind of starts to move past you, you watch as he puts up his arm and starts to move past you, and you just clock him right underneath the arm in the chin. This is an important question. What kind of damage would you describe this as?
Open fisted, so bludgeoning. I know it says slashing, but kind of like an open palm.
Non-lethal or
non-lethal?
Okay. Good, because he's out
I'm
cold
not trying...
as soon as you.
I'm just trying to like stop him.
Oh yeah, you do, and his a tooth as well as a little bit of blood shoots out of his mouth as you just clock him under the jaw, and he is out cold, just in a stupor on the ground. The guy behind him, just like eyes wide, is like, "I'm not going anywhere."
Can I yell at Oberon and tell him we're not supposed to be hurting these people, they're supposed to help us?
They'll help us. Don't worry.
You can see the guy against the wall is like, I'll help you. I'll help you. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I fucking killed somebody at one punch. Jesus Christ.
These are cultists. These are a bunch of drug-ridden addicts. This is why, like, when you guys were like, oh, we're in a whole compound, we can't take them out. Most of them are just fucking druggies. Like,
Jesus Christ, though.
They're all a bunch of citizens.
Okay.
Please be gentle. Oh my god.
Yeah. So you knocked that guy out cold.
We're shutting this cold down.
And that is, we'll say, for the end of your turn. Fume, watching you do that, is just gonna like charge forth with the loudest you've ever heard Fume be, as he just lets out a as he raises his hammer high and like scrapes it across the ceiling, leaving this like little trail of fire as he runs down the tunnel and brings it down on the keeper that starts to move past you, Oberon.
The keeper that moved past Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion. I did it again. I'm sorry. But yeah,
I'll just keep correcting you.
That's
cool.
fine.
It's me.
Yeah, he's gonna roll to
crack
attack.
this random guy in the chat.
He's gonna.
I didn't even have to use my extra attacks.
He's going to hit.
No, Jesus.
And he is going to. Oh, I'm rolling as private GM rolls. I think I mean public. Plus 1d6 fire damage, shall we? So he does 11 points of damage to this keeper, 5 of which is fire, and you watch the fire is extra effective at what it. So. As the purple robes begin to flare up in flame, you can hear the hissing and like squeaking cries of tiny bees as they catch on fire underneath the cloak. So yeah, they're going to take 16 points of damage, and they have to roll to see if they're still on fire.
Well, it only took like 2 months, but we finally did it.
Fucking.
Don't get me started.
Chris was waiting for this wrench for way too long.
It's not even the
Pretty
right
much.
wrench. It's not even the right wrench, but it's a wrench
Oh,
nonetheless.
I thought it was. I'll have to say it for a second. So spellbook. Yeah, he managed to cast Searing Smite on his weapon last turn. Which okay, so it is currently ablaze as the violet robes are hit with his axe, currently also on fire. It brings it down, and a burst of fiery energy kind of spreads around and starts to burn these bees quite profusely. Yeah, so that's that. Ends Fume's turn, and we will go right on to Hobbs. What are you doing, sir?
To what degree can I like squeeze through the gaps here, like from here
Fairly
to
easily.
here?
Yeah, super easily.
Fairly easily.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Or sorry, that should just be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and these are the keepers down here.
Correct,
These,
yeah.
I couldn't see these guys before because my vision is so low. So I want to make sure. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I will say
5. And, yeah. All right. I
Yeah.
will cast Mind Sliver on this keeper right here.
okay.
So that's an intelligence saving throw.
You
from
got
them.
it.
DC is 13.
They are
because-
going to fail.
Nice. All right then. That is. Okay, do I not just get to roll like that? Fine. All right.
Ooh,
That's
6
damage.
Nice.
And they'll subtract a D4 from whatever their next saving throw is.
Okay.
Um,
Well, that's against the fire that it's currently on, so that's good.
Nice. All right, and yes, that will be my turn.
Okay then. As the keeper gets up close to Fume and not now messing around with his attitude, if you will, he's just gonna blast a ball of arcane energy at the feet of you two. Actually, this is the thing. It'll hit itself if it tries to get you both. Okay. Oberon, or I'm sorry, not Oberon, jeez. Fume will, I got that one confused with something else now. Fume will only have to make this dexterity saving throw, as he is the only one in range of it. But you watch as the keeper like holds up their hand and suddenly fires out a blast of purple energy, which Fume kind of crouches and avoids a majority of the blast. However, he's still going to take quite a bit of damage. He's going to take 6 points of damage. That will be just ones. This keeper here, the one that charmed you, Oberon, sees you as charmed.
Bastion? Oberon?
Yeah, Bastion.
So Bastion is now Oberon,
Yeah,
and
just
Oberon
change
is now
names.
Oberon.
Fine.
I'll play a monk if you want to play a fighter.
So I will say this one.
No, because when we get a couple more levels, it's going to be more fun to PvP on my side.
This one with you two holding the. Okay, well, in that case, what we're gonna do here is, I need to decide. You're a friendly creature to it, so it's gonna pass through your space with you. Duh.
Yeah, like I stepped aside.
And you watch as it gets around to the other side of it is going to approach the cultists. And as it starts to approach and move past, you watch as the two cultists kind of push it back, kind of confused as they touch its form. And as the keeper tries to move past it, it's going to turn to the one in front of it and go, "Move aside and let me pass." As it's going to go to charm the cultist, and the cultist is on Viraka, so it's going to fail. And the cultist kind of like stands up erect, puts away his sheath, and starts to step aside. This keeper is also going to do the same. Keeper.
The one that's almost dead.
Yeah, well, it's not showing any blood. It's just shorter than others. And as it
Is it just pacing? Thinking about what it's gonna do.
no, it's actually going to ask once more a blast of arcane energy at Fume. Fume's gonna have to succeed the save, which he does not. Oof. As he takes another. So that puts him at a low threshold indeed. As another blast of purple energy ricochets down the hallway, you guys can just see two sudden flashes as Fume's fires begin to rage on. The cultist here. The cultists are actually going to all strike. This one, which kind of stands next to the one which was quickly charmed, reaches out and goes to stab at the nearby keeper. And as he does, he kind of is like, his dagger just misses slightly as it drifts on by, and the other cultist standing behind moves in, pushing the charmed one aside with like a "What are you doing?" and then rushes in to stab as well. Enters, both of them missing. The keepers kind of look in the direction of the two cultists with, well, unemotionless faces. They wear masks. Avery, on the other hand, now approached by one of these keepers, is going to would our resident cleric do in this? Well, with their prepared spells, fucking nothing. But Avery, perplexed with the situation, will reach out at the robes in front of them, kind of like clutched to the edge of the wall, reaching out, and is going to cast Continual Flame on the robes. And I will say, since what you know is beneath the robes a swarm of bees, the robe I will not consider equipped. And as Avery touches out and casts a spell of Continual Flame, you watch as the robe around suddenly bursts into flame, and the bees within suffer quite a bit of damage as the robes are burnt up on an instant, and from within comes a sudden swarm of bees. Oh, so familiar as before, it begins to pool out in the area as the swarm is released, and within a number of bees begin to perish. You guys are now all witness to a rather diminished swarm of bees, but still rather large. As the cloak suddenly goes up into flames, slowly buzzing out from all of the tears within and around comes the buzzing menace. Yep. There you guys are. It is angry too. That ends Avery's turn though, as they're gonna start backing up. And it will go into Ignacio's turn. What are you doing? The swarm of bees now pans out around you and Sister Tamara as you're kind of like being chased by this keeper.
I'm gonna place Sister Tamara behind me and try to see if I can get one of the cultists to notice and like take her. Like, get out of here! And then I'll face this thing, and I will Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
With what's it called? Genie's Wrath, which
Yes.
which
You
makes
can add
my
a fire type.
yeah.
It's an extra D6 on one of your attacks every round. You can add a D6 worth of fire damage.
Yeah, that.
You know that thing you've never used?
Yeah, I know. I'm reading my shit now, Chris.
Hey, and I'm just here to call you out.
No, I know. I need that. I need it, because then I don't read shit, and then the whole thing where, like, I'm, like, at one hit point, and I don't rest happens.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry. To be fair, if you would have rested an hour, I don't know who told you that, if you would have rested an hour, time would have passed, and you might not have Sister Tamara on your arm right now. So...
No, not rested, but, like short rest. Wait, short rest is an hour. I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You do know you guys have to be awake to short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it would be like... Okay.
It just sounded like they took about an hour worth of waiting and feigning sleep and such.
Yeah, probably. About. But, I mean, it's, again...
Then I wouldn't
not
have
exactly
found a way
a
out of the box.
restful situation. Like, part of a short rest means resting without restraints on, one,
True.
and two, not in a cage. So
Hey, you
yeah,
can rest
that's
in a cage. It's fine.
I will say you will not get, if you're like restrained in confined situations, you do not get short rests. Like, it's not about just waiting time and your wounds heal. It's about more than that.
So you gotta The bee's gotta make a dexterity saving throw against a spell DC of 14.
Okay, gotcha.
Wait, no, I'm reading the wrong
Wait,
shit.
yeah, not for your Eldritch Blast. You're making a ranged attack roll.
Yeah, I'm reading the wrong shit. Anyway.
And then the damage will just
Gonna
add
roll.
a D, like you'll just roll your D12. Oh, it's just your proficiency modifier, actually. It's just +2.
Jace. That's
But they're
10
right.
plus 2. That's 12.
Okay.
Did I
A
hit?
12 to hit, just barely.
Okay. On a hit, the target takes 1d10, and then I add
2 to fire damage.
2d6.
No, you just add 2 fire damage.
Just 2 fire damage. Yeah.
Okay.
God. Whew, that would be devastating. So 2 to one of your attacks every round. So 5 damage plus 2 fire. Wait.
5 force.
Yeah, so it's just
fire
the
damage.
extra damage. That's 5 force, 4 fire. Just to share that little bit of information with you. It does the fire, which kind of like bursts after your Eldritch Blast makes contacts, seems to like cause a large dispersal of the swarm, as many bees die within. That will be your action. Are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna hold. Well, because it's a reaction. So no,
I will
not
say,
really.
you should be rolling to hit with disadvantage if you're still at that distance. Are you backing up? Because you're
Can
like
I recon it to
it's a
yes?
point blank. Yeah, I'll say like if you would back up, then I'm not going to make you roll with disadvantage. But
Oh, okay.
have to do
Yeah,
that
just-
or else take a disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, I'll recon it. But I gave Sister Tamara to one
Yes.
of the cultists.
You did place her on the ground here in the previous turn, and you indicated that you want one of the cultists to take her. I'll say make a persuasion check. This will be your bonus action.
Okay.
As you're already telling them to do a lot, we'll see if they've locked in as you as commander, basically.
18.
18. Yeah, okay. He starts to grab at Tamara's corpse and starts to pull her back. Corpse. I keep saying corpse. She's not dead. She's showing no signs of being dead. I want that to be clear.
Have you taken your 2 hydrations into posture checks?
Of course I have.
I feel like the last word of that should have been not.
B45, aka Bastion, aka not Oberon. What are you doing?
I'm charmed. So the only one was to let him pass through, correct?
Yeah. That was you were just told to let him pass.
Let that one
and
pass,
they're
or-
not commands. I want to be clear.
they're
They cast
just
Charm
suggestions,
Person.
essentially.
No, they're just Charm Person. Charm Person just means you're friendly to them. You see them as friendly. It also means just that one that charmed you. I will say, like, I don't like that, like, oh, this one keeper charmed me, so I'm only friends with that one. It'd be more creative RP if the one that's currently in front of him, if you, like, did it right. But, like, yeah, the one in front of you is the one that charmed you.
Then I will try to break up the fight, like try to pull this one off of you.
Oh, that's actually a good
That's right
point.
here.
I had to make that one make a saving throw with a minus D4. So it's definitely going to fail, and it's going to take another D6 worth of fire damage from its burning robes, and that's max damage, so that's 12 fire damage. So this might change what you're going to do a little bit, as it took 12 fire damage.
Okay.
It is now no longer a keeper, as that flame burns up the last of its robes. You can see a small swarm of bees, the remaining few that still live beneath, start to pool out of the last charred bits of robe. And as the swarm emerges, it is not in good shape. But yeah, what are you doing? It is a swarm in front of you. And also,
Instead of-
it has to make another concentration check on the charm person, which failed that time.
So doesn't get the charm.
It does.
Charm person.
Yeah, the charm person is broken too.
Oh, then that's dope. Then I'm gonna swing at this one that's right next to me.
Okay.
And I am going to make it a distracting strike. And that is a 15 plus 5, so dirty 20
Okay.
to hit.
That will hit.
And then it's a d10 plus a d8 for a total of 17.
Okay, 17 points of damage.
Yes,
As-
and then okay, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, as this is in swarm form, your attacks don't seem nearly as effective as previously, especially not as effective as fire was. But you do kill a number of bees within, and the swarm is tiny swarm now.
Okay.
Call it a group hangout.
And then the next person to attack that swarm also has advantage on the attack
Okay,
before
you
my
got
next
it.
turn. So.
That is good to know. End of your turn, or are you moving?
I'm going to move to this one,
Okay.
and I'm going to action surge because I have one of those right now, and then I am going to swing at him as well.
So to be a bit of a stickler for the rules, technically this one's not on the same. You guys were in the same space a little bit. As the bees, as you leave the bees, they will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
Which is d20 plus 3. That's going to be 22.
Fucking Christ, something actually hits me.
Yeah, that's going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay. Puts me at right before I took a short rest. That's fine. And then I'm gonna swing at the one closest to me for a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
Cool. And then this is just 10. Where
Wait,
is it?
you're action surging, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For a 9.
9.
2 9s on that die. I feel good about that.
9 damage?
9 damage, yeah.
Okay, as you squish this diminutive keeper's form, you watch as most of its form gives way, and you actually it's like slamming a hammer against like a bag filled with beans, where it's just like crushing a large number of them beneath, as the rest begin to swarm outward.
Cool, start another swarm. Let's go.
Yes, they are now a swarm.
And then they're not on my square yet, are they?
They are not.
Cool.
The other one was just because you were like in a 5-foot corridor,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
sharing a space, basically.
That's why I
Right.
get it.
So is that the end of your turn, or is there more?
I'm gonna do one free action and yell down the hall, to say, Avery, heal all that are injured right now. And then that will be the end of my turn then.
Okay.
Heal all friendlies that are injured. Oh, retcon's saying that.
Okay, Oberon, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna look at the cultist in front of me, and is he backing up or?
Yeah, he's like against the wall. He's like just
pretty
looking at
scared,
you.
wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he's like your 2 intimidation check. You know, go ahead and roll another intimidation check for me.
Yeah,
quantify
or
this.
what? Insight to see
With an
what the-
advantage.
Yeah, no. Oh, yes, this will be at advantage. This. Just roll a separate. Actually, do you say anything to him after you knock the other guy out? What do you say to him?
Don't make me do this to you.
Battery low.
Okay.
Crap,
As an
bare knuckles.
intimidation. There's the 16.
Okay.
Sick ass
Okay, yeah, he's like pushed up against the wall. He's like, no, I would never do that. What? No. Mm-mm. Oh, it is.
Not me. I don't know that guy.
He actually like he's like and starts slowly like creeping to the left, and you just like he just like closes himself in this room here. And he's just like no, I wouldn't think about it. No, that'd be.
We'll go through the rooms after. So I'm gonna point at the bees
Okay.
and launch a bolt
Yo.
as I go. Well, so do the cultists don't look like they're attacking or anything, right? Or the two
The cultists, two
Yeah.
of them attacked a keeper. They seem to be
they attacked
listening
a
to
keeper.
Ignacio.
Okay. So yeah, I'm in charge of the bees. I
Okay,
can charge at them and attack them.
definitely. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics to move through.
Yeah. Okay.
18.
Go ahead and roll to hit. Yeah.
Would I have advantage on this side?
Where are you? I don't
Right
see-
underneath the cultist.
You're underneath the cultist.
If I would be next to them, I guess I'd have to move.
Yeah, you'd have to
other
move to the other side.
40
Which to be fair, like moving actually like through the beast would get you an attack of opportunity. So you can do that to get flanking, but it'll take an attack of opportunity. You could actually probably have enough movement to move around too. So yeah, you can get there if you move around.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay. So that was the question. So
I'm like over here thinking, like I was about to think, like, should I give flanking on a swarm of bees? But like then I'm like, I don't even want to think that.
oof. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 will not hit. No.
Okay. But then
I
what's
want to
that?
know why your unarmed strike says tether even a roasted chicken every time you post it. I don't like, not that it's a problem. I just think it's hilarious.
That the food person has tethered even a roaster chicken.
That's what's written in the
For unarmed strike, monk flavor. Yeah.
that's the whatever's written in the text of the thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, you missed. Do you have anything to do as a bonus action, or?
Well, yeah, I can do I can do another attack as a bonus action.
Sure, go for it.
Punch him as hard as you can.
Yeah, since we don't have weapons. Oh, whoops. Well, that's gonna hit.
That is gonna hit for sure. Yeah.
But
You guys do have
it
weapons.
might
by
be
the
a
way.
nat 20, not a nat 20. What, we have our weapons?
Yeah, you guys have been given back your
Yeah.
weapons ages ago.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why Bastion's always carrying his halberd on his shoulder. Like he makes a point of carrying it.
You
like,
might, okay, to be fair, you might not have been there because you were given back your weapons when you were set on patrol. And I remember patrol was when, like, well, before you were set up. So you might not have been here to know that, but you do have your weapons. If that really would change anything, but like, it's still a D6.
No, I don't think it changes anything.
I don't think it really would have changed anything that you have done, but like for flavor wise, you do have your weapons again.
Did it take into account my +1? So +0, +3, +2. No.
Oh, because your
Did
claws. Your
Did
wraps
11? Would an 11 have hit the bees?
just barely misses.
Still misses. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
No, you're good.
But the other one hits. So damage.
If you want, real quick, I think you can. I'll look into it. But okay, unarmed strike, 6 damage. Okay, as it is bees, just regular bludgeoning damage doesn't seem, or slashing, doesn't seem to be as effective as when you Wait, what just happened?
I was curious if equipping it.
Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna try to see if it did, but that didn't change anything then. Okay, so you do 3 points of damage really as you strike at the bees, killing 3 of them. Yeah, that ends your turn, Oberon, if I'm not mistaken. And Fume will attack now. Rather injured. Fume is going to... not give a shit. And... badass.
Fume's gonna do the Fume thing.
So, he is going to... Oh, he's got people next to him. Oh, slots. There. Yeah. Yeah. This is only... Oh, wait, no. He's got Green Flame Blade. What am I saying? How dexterous are you?
Yeah, I mean, moderately. Also, Bastion doesn't mind if he gets hit by attacks. He'll just heal himself. He'll persevere.
Good. Because you'll hear a shout from Fume. And he'll go, Bastion, how tough are you?
As tough as anyone can ever be.
Good. Let's hope you don't melt easily either. And he holds out his hand, and you watch as just a wave of fire begins to billow out from your friend here. And he's going to cast Burning Hands.
So what's that spell save DC I need to make?
Yeah, yo.
100.
Is he rolling against the Fahrenheit and the temperature of
It's
it?
a saving throw 12.
Oh, cool. I rolled a natural 13.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a That's a natural 1 from the swarm in front of him, and
Oh, sick.
and a 11 from the swarm of wasps. You. So
Both fail.
yeah, both fail. Ooh, that's a 6. Ooh, that's another 6. 3 6s.
Sorry, is
Fails
that 36 damage in total?
No, it's gonna be Oh, to them? To the bees?
Yeah.
To the bees, yeah.
I guess I take 9, right?
You're gonna take 16 half to 9, yeah.
16 half to 8.
6 half to 8, sorry. Yeah, so both these, as the, like, hallway itself kind of makes this, like, compact tunnel of air that just immediately lights it up in flame. And as it just travels down the hallway, a jet of fire emits from the end of the hall. And as both of you kind of, like, open your eyes, both swarms of wasps are no more. Jesus Christ, that is true. 18 points of damage. Yeah, so half to 9. Yeah, we were right. Jesus.
Okay. We just did our math wrong.
You did the math right, and then I fucked it up.
36 is correct.
Yeah, I was like 36, and then you said 16. I was like, what?
I like
The
for
brain.
some reason, yeah, I have to hit to 16.
Oh, but I just hit bloody because of that. Like that actually did hurt a lot more than I was expecting it.
Yeah, I also was like I rolled 3d6s for them too occasionally, and it's always like 9 damage, 6 damage. So this could be nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was banking on. Was that it's gonna be a nothing attack, not max damage.
I should think like that in the future. It's like if my attack is gonna, you should just attack your friends more often. It's gonna make the damage the rolls higher.
But like that's the thing is that B45 does not mind being hit. Like he's made a point of just being, I'll get hit and I'll just repair myself mid-fight. Fuck it.
You're mostly just like red hot at this moment. Kind of like matching fume at the moment. You both like just like are emitting light in this hallway.
I just turn and give him a thumbs up. It's just a little RP action.
Did you guys like that template and its effect? That's new.
Oh, yeah,
That is sick.
Oh,
that's sick as fuck.
That's what happens when you actually cast in this game too, because like I didn't have to set that up. I just hit place measured template and it placed that fire template. So just a thought. It is a new mod that I've added.
Is it going to be used for Xana now instead of the explosion thing with the gun?
Oh no, probably not, because well, like going forward, yeah, things like that, but it's not like an auto program like some of the spells here. Like for instance, when you cast Spiked Growth, like I believe there's a special effect for like Spiked Growth too, and like Grease, but yeah, we'll see as it goes. Just wanted to point.
Cool, got it. Cool. That's all.
So yeah, and if you turn Hoffs, it's yours.
All right.
You're really regretting not taking Fireball now, huh?
Hmm?
I said you're really regretting not taking Firebolt, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
One wizard who does not choose a fire spell.
yes, actually, but because I knew I was gonna take Warlock, so I was like, oh, but I'll get Eldritch Blast, so I'll be fine. But then we face swarms of bees, which I was not expecting. I'll tell you that.
I like to keep you on your toes.
I clearly. Well, you know what? We're just gonna Mind Sliver again. Just gonna Mind Sliver the bees. Intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving. Natural 1!
Nice.
Sick
I don't
as
think you're nice tonight.
fuck.
5 damage.
Okay. That is... You just watch as, like, 5 bees within the swarm just drop. I will say, like, I was been thinking on it, like, deeper in the game, and of course you can Mind Sliver them. They can concentrate on spells. Like...
Oh, true. If the bees
boy.
collectively can concentrate, then...
Sounds like dumb
If a hive
reasoning
mind
when
can
it comes to
concentrate.
magic, but yeah.
Exactly.
You just gave 5 bees aneurysm, Hoffs.
Absolutely fine.
Anything else as your bonus action? Move.
Yeah, I'm just moving still. Yeah, no bonus action.
Okay, Avery. Well, sorry, first the swarm of wasps. Taking off the initiative tracker because now they're swarms of wasps. They are going to get at Oberon. And I will remind Oberon of the fact swarms of bees, because he's a bear, have a harder time hitting him. So, what's your AC normally?
15.
15? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a 13 plus stuffs. Definitely a small swarm. Ooh. 13 plus... Okay, so here's what's hot. 13 plus 3 makes it a 16. Your AC, a 15, gets a plus 2 against bees, or 17. So... You are swarmed, Oberon, and these bees, like, envelop you. And as they kind of, like, start to squirm across your skin or your fur, they begin to, like, try to stab beneath. But you big boy, and you're tough. Avery, nearby, will hear your call.
Would the cultists get an attack of opportunity?
They're all swinging with knives. I will remind everyone.
I mean, one
Hey,
point
any
is one
damage
point.
is better
no,
than no
yeah,
damage.
yeah. Oh my god, but they're rolling like shit. They rolled a 1 and a 6.
Well, they're on Baraka. They're druggies. We have to remember this as well.
They're
Yeah.
probably freaking out about the bees too.
They're half debating if the bees are real. If someone had spiked the wine
Well,
again.
I mean, especially seeing them flying around me, and I'm just kind of like laughing at them. This
Well,
ain't doing nothing.
A guy
Just kind of like rubbing them off my arms.
just blew up the fucking tunnel behind them. That kind of like made things a little bit more real. Admittedly, it was the lava guy, so it's like they kind of believe it's real now. And that kind of gave things a serious tone all of a sudden around the cultists.
And they can currently see the red hot metal man.
At first they were all like, is this really happening? Whoa, man, the keepers just turned into bees, man. And then it was like and they're like,
Oh shit!
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be tripping anymore. Mom, come pick me up.
Mom, I don't like it here.
Talking
they-
about drugs, Mom. I don't feel safe here.
Did they see me knock their buddy out?
No, they did not. That was mostly just the other guy. Like, everybody's head has been turned down this hallway the entire time. You kind of, like, darted over there, knocked that guy out, and the other guy was like, okay, goodbye. And everybody has been focused down this hallway. The burning hands in the tunnel was fairly...
Well, yeah, it's a big explosion in small space.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like a wave of flame, but it was like out the tunnel there.
Hosha.
Yeah. So Avery, following their instructions, well, the cultists, you know what? Since we're saying like talking about strikes, let's see if they like 3,
God fucking damn it, Chris.
a 4, a 2. God no, they're not. Oh, they have flanking. So that was 2 of them. A 6.
Okay, so 2 miss.
They okay. I'm giving you out the dice rolls, but just to be clear, they have a +2.
Yeah, that's fine, but like
A
we know that
4.
unless if it's at 10, they don't hit.
They literally just need a 10 to hit. So let's see. This is the last chance
Last
a cultist
one.
has to hit.
Come on, 20.
16 + 2. Let's go.
Okay, better.
Let's fucking go, boys. And this one, because why not, has a cudgel.
So I would imagine they're just like kind of debating among themselves. Do we punch the bear?
3 bees are killed. I'm just calling them bees instead of hit points.
Oh god.
I like that actually.
As they're swarming around me.
Yeah. The alchemists are not attacking. But yeah, Avery is going to finally and not knowing run
Heal
around.
all friendly targets.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he's. Yeah, run forward. He's at a second level spell slot.
He's on 2nd level already?
Yeah, he used continual flame, which I
forgot.
thought was
No, that was a good play. That was a good choice.
definitely not something Avery played by a certain character would have done. Shots fired if you're out there.
I think they're at the D&D tavern right now.
Oh yeah. Shout out Avery out at some sort of
San Diego?
convention. Yeah, San
Diego
Diego.
Comic-Con.
Hey, San Diego.
Comic-Con?
Yeah,
They're
they're
in Comic-Con right now. I'm jealous.
mad jealous.
The
Hey,
two
yo.
DMs jealous as fuck.
Yeah, everybody, let's meet up at Comic-Con.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Anyway, the Avery is gonna like sneak down the tunnel, hesitantly, as it's currently like stone, like that's been worked inside of a kiln. It's like giving off heat still, and you're gonna get 7 hit points. 10 feet. Myself, which I've lost it. And then Avery. Maybe go check on the guy who is taking a long nap.
Like rest of his life long?
He is not that long, but Ignacio. Ignacio. I could do this all day. Okay. Well, Bastion then.
Yeah. Then I will. Let's see.
We'll just go off of we'll just go off of a delayed turn until Ignacio.
It's
Returns.
20. Yeah, I can get there. So I will step to here. And currently I'm red hot, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Then I'll swing at the bees just because. Why not?
Hop in the bees.
God damn it.
I just wanna swing at the
Hello, Ignacio.
Hello. No, it's just no. Never mind. I had this spell, settled for like a while, but everybody's in there and I don't want to hurt them. So.
No. Hey.
Do it.
I was trying to call you. You weren't there. He only moved.
No, I had the cone out for like a couple of turns before, and then Oberon stepped in it, and then V45 stepped in it. And I was like, let me rethink my strategy here. So I don't want to hear more people.
Gotcha.
So.
So you were there. You were just thinking.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I'll get into position and I'll get this, like have my turn prepared.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it! How do I get rid of it? There we go. Okay.
But
yeah. You bleeding?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was something.
I'm melting.
So there. Oh yeah.
Nothing.
No, you're just really hot. Maybe some inner pieces probably are definitely.
The clockwork is melting.
Well, I could probably still do it. I just would have to tell Oberon to take a deep breath because I'm gonna see if I can spray him down.
What are you trying to do?
Poison spray the bees and then add Genie Wrath to it so it's fire. Because it includes attack roll. It can be any attack roll.
Yeah. Let me just read the rule of poison spray.
I think it's only one target.
It's two
as well.
Extend a hand toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Mhm.
Oberon has good Constitution, so.
Correct.
Yes. +1. 12.
Yeah.
So
But
higher than average.
But it's magic. You literally. I hate to it's literally just magic. The spell says you target one
A creature.
Yeah. It is.
But she does have a point. I mean, they are swarming me, so.
I mean, true.
But if she was like, "Oh, hold your breath,"
yeah. Like I'm not gonna.
Behind you, there's pizza.
Wow. Magic.
For like 10
Even without me there, you get fed during D&D. That's great.
But yeah. I mean, yeah, it's magic. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna go crazy hard on it. Like, as long as you like call him out to hold his breath.
Yeah, I do that. And I said that right before I
Yeah.
was like, hey, I'm gonna, yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, I'm not gonna make him do a con save. Is what I'm
Okay.
going at all.
Because it's instantaneous, sorry. So it's just like, and then gone.
Yeah.
And it's a Constitution saving throw from the bees.
Let's go. They have to make a DC saving throw that's higher or meets 14.
10 plus. What is the saving throw? Con.
Con.
My bees con. I feel like it shouldn't be a lot, but it is. No, it's 0. Okay, yeah, 10. You failed.
It failed. So then I roll.
Takes
It's
how
D12.
much
A D12.
damage? Give me the damage.
You go. 9.
9 damage, yes.
Yes. And is it just 9 damage?
Yeah, because it's not an attack roll.
That's 2. War the fire.
Gotcha.
The
It's
fire
not an
is for
attack roll.
rolls.
Yeah.
So things like Eldritch Blast and stuff where you have to actually roll a d20. You rolling a d20 to hit? That will cause you to change that roll.
Okay, thank you for putting that in a way that I could understand. I understand now. I will drop the subject. It is 9 damage.
Gotcha.
Learning how to explain to you.
I appreciate that because my brain only works one way for some reason.
Yeah.
It is perfectly okay. Well, it is still 9 damage, and you kill quite a number of bees that way. The swarm is but a few lingering, remaining around a purple entity which kind of wavered within. You can see now it is but just a small cluster, about around but one with such an emanating glow that it's or such an emanating aura of magic that it is visibly glowing like purple shine.
Can I what's I know the invocation is Eldritch Sight, but what does it do? Detect magic. Can I do that to the bees?
Oh yeah. And
Because I want to see what that purple shit is.
what you see is a I'm trying to look at the full list. Sorry.
No, yeah, so
It's a whole different server. There they are.
What is all within a smithing tools thing?
So, it glows a silvery, like blue light, in your direction. Just like blinding as soon as you look at it. The light itself that it gives off shines this bright. However, the like tiny creature has like this outer shell of just dark abyssal energy, just like a unholy just aura that surrounds it.
I'd like to tell the
It's
others
chilling.
that I feel like it's it not only is it being possessed, but you said it was like an unholy demonic
Yeah,
energy?
you've used detect magic. It's aura. It has like this demonic aura to it.
So then that's just further
the
proof.
same way that Lady Delora does.
That's further proof that Lady Delora is controlling all of these beasts. And I'd like to say that aloud. Of what I see, that it's demonic energy, that it's part of Lady Delora's trickery on the compound, and if the cultists can hear me, that would be great for them to know.
I mean, they can definitely hear you.
I just don't know if they'd believe me. I'm the only one with magic eyes.
Well, what do you say? If you're making a like general announcement to them, you gotta tell me what you're saying. Because they're all around the room just with generals like do you see that one? It's like, is it as the other one's like, I don't know what you're tripping on. I can't hear the exploding guy down the hall just blew my eardrum out.
Sorry, that actually got me. Usually we're on physics and D&D.
Can I yell? I don't know how to make this succinct other than the bees are being controlled by Lady Delora's demonic energy because Lady Delora is a demon, and I'll say that aloud.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
The potion that I helped Brother Emus with was what kind of energy was it? There was a specific school of magic. Was it transmutation?
Transmutation.
It was transmutation. Okay, great. Thank you.
That's a 21 in persuasion, by the way.
Okay. People kind of look back and forth to each other. You hear them like, did she say? Or did she say? Sorry. Did he say demon? I've never seen a demon that looks like that before. Shut up. Did you say demon?
Yeah.
Um.
I know that you've never been able to see her, but what do you think that Varaka's full of?
Good times. I'm pretty sure it's he looks back at his fellow alchemists and he goes, it's pretty sure it's like 40% good times and like 30% forgetting tomorrow. Why?
That's
what
only
do you think,
70%.
The remaining 30%.
Of course, the robot.
So that you'll see her as a person and not a demon.
Yeah, but we gotta figure out a way how we could show them hops. They don't know. They don't know what they're consuming.
The only
I'm right
thing would
here.
be having them. Yes. Yes, you would have a better chance of seeing her as a person if you didn't take Varaka right before seeing her. But the problem is the keepers, always make you see Varaka before you see Lady Delora, so you're more susceptible to the illusions.
Well, I mean, they're not making me take Baraka.
I'm sure you
take
take it anyway. But even if for whatever reason you decided not to that time to see her how she really looks, they would prevent you from entering until.
I suppose. You mean like when they enter? When you enter, and they give you free Baraka? I don't know what. It's free. It's free Baraka.
Because they know you'll take it, and then.
I mean, I'm not necessarily like I don't necessarily always take it. I sometimes some
What
like
do you do
occasionally
after everything you do? What does a keeper do after every single fucking thing you do on this compound? Take a good look at yourself. What have you been taking this entire time?
I've been
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Fuck. And what is in the Baraka that's so bad exactly?
Hoffs? What's in it?
I mean, we're working on it every day. It's mostly just like herbs and scents and stuff, right?
That's all that we put in, but
Yeah,
like,
there's that other
you're
stuff.
right, but you know, the stuff that Brother Emus had. So
It just yells out for Emus.
Are the bees dead?
No.
These are
Oh yeah, fuck! They're not. There's like there's like
I'm
one.
like, what?
There's like one hovering around the room. I'm just like, if somebody wants to swat the last bee, they can.
Wait.
Is the last one the glowing one?
He's kind of all on my body.
Can we put it in a
so
bottle?
like-
No, can we
Yeah,
put
yeah.
that shit in a bottle?
Uh,
No, we're not squishing it. We're putting it in a bottle. We're keeping it. We're doing proof here.
Well, you could definitely take it off me because I would assume it's probably still trying to
okay,
sting my.
there is
Yeah,
there is a couple of bees to be fair still on him, and the
Okay, we'll
glowing
take
one.
those couple. We'll take the glowing one too.
They're around
Specifically
him.
the glowing
So,
one.
If you want to try to catch it,
Can I
somebody.
attempt to catch it?
I'll give you the bottle. B45. Here's the bottle. Catch the fucking bees. God damn it.
Yeah, someone can. No, Oberon would have to try to catch it.
Okay, here over on the catch the bees.
All right, nature handling, right?
Can
Handling.
I help him with this?
I'd allow you to do an animal handling, actually. If you, no, actually, I won't. This would have to be as some sort of, I'll allow acrobatics or athletics check. No, you cannot. You're down the hallway when this is happening.
I wanted to help. The one thing I'm good at.
I mean, 9 still with a 4.
As you go to grab at it,
No.
you crushed it.
Versus the animal hand.
No, it's not an animal. It is a enchanted bee. Like it is a giant enchanted bee. It is like
Yeah.
it's literally the old the most not animal one of them all. But yeah, no. That sorry, there was one hit point left on it, and that's why I was like making that point. You could see like at the heart of it. I was just like, that's fucking. Let's go into RP. But
As
where
it's
were
just
we?
flying around doing nothing.
They're just like, like they all just let out like a collective. Damn. Can I see it? Okay. Let me.
Well, anyways, the Baraka's made of demons even.
What? 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 You just hear like collectives. What does it make a deception check?
Wait, Bastion is audibly like mechanically laughing, like ha 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 ha, kind of happening. Oh, that's great. That's my favorite thing I've ever heard.
Blood. Even blood.
Blood. 8.
What?
A 1.
You're kidding, right? Please, like they just all just like, please tell me you're kidding. He grabs your shoulder. Please tell me you're kidding.
We're trying to tell you she's a demon.
He looks over at Hoffs. Are you kidding? What? It's not made of demon semen, is it?
Blood. Demons' blood.
Oh.
Not demon no.
Granted, it's
Not
not
great,
much
but not
better.
They all just like you just see like collectively they're all just. Wait,
Yeah,
what? Demon's blood.
Yes. It's just black ichor stuff. Demon's blood.
How do you?
I'm guessing this is RP now. Like
Yeah.
Stuff. So I'll come out.
If you guys want to do
And
stuff,
making-
now would be a good time.
Definitely
well.
move into this hallway to prevent anybody from coming or going.
Okay.
Can we take the injured lady, the unconscious lady, and bring her to the recruits room, please?
Her name is
When-
Sister Tamara.
And do you guys want to go through every room and collect everybody into the recruit room and explain what's going on?
That'd probably be a good idea.
While maybe Bastion and I just keep watch out here.
Yeah.
I can do that. I'm just gonna explain to these guys that, like, yes, it's demon's blood.
Okay. They're just gonna be like, go like real quick before we get back to RP. Oberon, you said you're gonna go to the hallway, right?
Not like down the hallway, just
where are you gonna like exactly? Where are you? What are you gonna do? Because there is movement down the hallway you can hear.
Well, I would be like trying to listen down the hallway to see if anybody's coming. Obviously,
Give me a perception check.
Pulled off to where Avery is.
Yes. He kind of collapsed more against the wall anyway. You sent him off his feet.
16 perception.
He literally got punched by a bear. I don't know what he was thinking. I was like, I'm just thinking it over in my head, and he's like, "Excuse me, bear man, let me get by you." Well, what did he expect? He caught a paw.
Nope. Backhanded.
He caught a paw. She's paws.
But yeah, you can hear footsteps coming. You can hear shouts. What was that? You get off your asses, go check it out. Obviously, Brother Tassar. And as you can hear a number of footsteps heading your way, you can kind of see the shadow of torchlights of two men approaching down the hallway in the directions of the alchemy chambers and you.
I would like to pour water onto my arm to make it where it's somewhat cooler, and be like, Avery, can you heal me just in case we have to fight again?
I'm sorry.
I'm asking Avery if they can heal me if just in case we have to fight again.
I would basically take one step backwards, kind of hide around the corner, and just ready a reaction for when someone steps forward. That would be like punching them.
Okay, yeah, totally. This is the last cure wounds Avery has. Oh, there it is. You get 4 hit points back.
4, cool. Okay.
So you're gonna hide here, you said, and try to knock somebody out coming around?
Yeah, once the first guy passes the corner. Sounded like there was a couple of them, so 2.
There
maybe
are 2 individuals that sound here, both enforcers.
I'm gonna use my second.
using the light of their torches off the ground to see where they're at.
Oh my fucking
What's that?
god, yes.
Using the light of the torches that they have, right?
Right.
Off from the ground to see when they're gonna get right up to me.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Because I am assuming these are enforcers who... I don't know which way they're gonna go, but if I knock one of them out real fast, the other guy might back down. Stealth.
Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna be right next to Oberon.
Okay.
And I'll ready an action to throw a spear at if the other one doesn't come through.
Oh my god.
Throwing my trident.
A non-lethal spear.
What?
I'm
gonna
not
aim
going
for his
for lethal.
kneecaps, okay? I'm
I'm
gonna
not
make him
trying
take
to-
a trident to the knee.
You're just gonna
I'm not
end...
trying to murder every person who's in this place. They're just a bunch of druggies
But
who might
murder's fun.
be, you know... You guys can keep producing Viraka, maybe. Or something similar.
No.
I'll say, you do know, you guys been here a couple days. Some of them are shit people too, don't get me wrong. But do they deserve
I
it?
just
no,
think the
but-
enforcers are more shit people than anything.
The enforcers
Like I said-
are the shittiest people, I will say. The enforcers are some of them are horrible dicks. And I don't mean just dicks. I mean like ex criminal. Many of them are ex criminals. Like many of them are bruiser types who have like at one point worked in one of the nearby thieves guild as a similar job of an enforcer, which is just breaking people, collecting debts and things like that. That's too many of the enforcers. Not to say they deserve to die. I'm just saying
If people want to make a feel-good drug, that's fine. But like this big addictive one, nah. You can like mind control people. That's a no.
Can I come around to the group, watch Oberon squaring up, take out both of my pistols, and get really fucking pissed and ready to yell at people?
And that's why I'm going non-lethal.
Okay, yeah. Do that. I'll do some intimidation if I can. And
I'd like to clarify, it's not the drug that mind controls people. The drug just makes those more susceptible to mind control.
Yeah.
It's the demoness that does the mind control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But making a drug that makes people
It's still fucked up.
susceptible to mind control is still fucked up.
It's not to mention just using drugs to control people in general in a cult-like form like this.
It's bullshit.
It's kind of fucked up.
Right. But do people deserve to die?
Oh, yeah.
They're still,
Exactly.
not my choice.
Hey, I am stating I am going for a non-lethal spear.
I was just providing some
leg.
flavor. I
look scary, but that's about it.
Funny combos.
We have good times talking about murdering random people.
Well, there was a cult that was mind controlling, but we just murdered everybody, so I don't know what was worse, in the grand scheme of things.
But
The only person with an innocent on their hands is Avery. Can we just talk about that? Everybody else that we've fought has been like guilty of something.
to begin to enter, Oberon, do your thing.
All right, so we'll roll an unarmed attack.
And my actions on the second one, if he just books it. Holy fuck!
If he what? If he what, sir?
If the second one books it, right after.
You have advantage.
So obviously I'm gonna punch the first one out, knock him out dead cold with one punch, and look at the other guy square in the eyes. Are you coming at this too?
Roll damage.
Step against
Damage.
roll damage? Okay.
It's max plus the roll, so.
Don't kill the man.
Isn't your unarmed strike a D4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it is wait, I'm sorry. It is a D4?
They're a D4. They're still a D4.
Oh, okay.
So that's
11.
Nice. 11 damage.
Oh, plus the insignia of the claws, so
12.
Lord.
4 plus. Well, don't I get to add my
What's
dexterity
I don't remember what the
twice?
no. It's just you max the damage dice and then you roll, right? You don't add your modifier a second time.
No, you don't add your modifier a second time.
Okay, then yeah, it's just the D4 times 2. So 4, 8, plus the 3 for dexterity, and then insignia gives me +1 to the damage roll.
Attack and damage roll.
So would that be +2, or just because it's 2 damage rolls?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I think it's still 1 damage roll.
+1 bonus to the attack rolls and damage rolls.
No, yeah, it's still just a +1. So it's
1d4
Okay.
plus 4 plus
Yeah.
4.
So it would be
4,
8, so it would be
4,
13
12.
damage total.
12.
Or 12 damage. Jeez, yeah.
12.
So 8, yeah. Right, 12. So he is still conscious. You just
Is still
dome
conscious.
him right in the helmet and just dent his helmet inward. Just kind of like, dazing him for a second. Yeah, these are
Then might as well go for
enforcers.
two
You know
more.
they're tougher.
2 more.
Do it again.
Yeah. Gonna go for 2 more attacks
Okay.
on that. By spending a key point. Let's see.
I will say, because you were completely hidden
Well-
from him, I'll give you like advantage on all these attacks.
Since this is a reaction, or is this a turn?
This is your turn.
Okay. That's what I was kind of wondering. So yeah, spending a key point.
Yeah.
Doing Fury of Blows. So 2 more attacks.
Advantage on each. Okay, 19. Shit. Rolling high.
Where'd it go?
Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah.
Then 4 damage, 5 damage on that one. Oops, that was supposed to be advantage. It's fine.
Check if you get another net.
Right. Too many button clicks.
Close.
Okay, so
And after the second, as you dome him in the head, he spins around in the wrong direction. You see Dazed and Confused, and as he rights himself the correct way, you meet him with another fist, turning his head back around. As you bring up your right once more into his gut, he collapses onto the ground. The second guard jogging in after him is just stunned for a moment, backing up, going, "Hey, what are you doing?" and readying his spear to go in to attack.
With my movement, can I jump over him? Like jump over him off the wall to like block his path from leaving? Using
Make an acrobatics check, yeah. Oh yeah, you can.
22.
You just leap and roll midair. Everybody else from the outside, he turns into a ball of red and black, or white and black fur for a second, as he flips over and lands on the other side. He just kind of rights himself.
And then
As
that's where I'll end my
yeah,
turn.
Bastard, what were you doing?
You're not leaving.
He's not leaving, so I will state with my trident in hand of put down your arms, or this trident's going to go into your chest.
Make an intimidation check.
Do I get advantage with Oberon already knocking out his friend prior?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Because anything can be better than that. Yeah, anything can be better than that. That's a 16. Better than that one I rolled.
I always forget how to use inspiration.
So, the reason I said no, what'd you roll?
16.
See? The reason I said no is because they have to roll an insight against it. And they rolled a nat 20. But since they're on Virak, they're susceptible.
It's disadvantage.
They're
I forced myself to
susceptible
get
to outside
advantage.
influences. I'd like to remind you that Viraka does not mind control people. People mind control people. I'm kidding.
This is the argument.
He rolled a nat 20 on the first one, and then
Fucking shit.
and then a 2 on the second one.
Oh, great.
So he drops a spear, turns around to Oberon and starts backing up, and then turns back to you. Okay, Listen, let's talk. Look, we're all friends here, right? Oberon, Bastion.
Sit in the corner, and I'll point to this corner over here.
Fahid! That was Fahid! You just knocked out Fahid! As he
Yeah,
goes and
I'm
sits
not
down.
dead. Now sit.
Okay. Just walks over to this corner. He like looks up at you guys. So what's going on down here? Care to explain? No, you're asking questions. I'm sorry. As you raised your hand.
Really intimidated, apparently.
You rolled a 2.
He rolled a 2, and I rolled a nat 1 originally, and I went, that's never gonna win. Thank you, inspiration. So, what to say? Lady Delora has apparently lied to us. All of the bees that you see scattered about were once the keepers, and they attacked Ignacio here. So, we are just trying to protect ourselves as much as we can. That means that we can't trust anyone right now. So sit there, don't make a sound, and you won't be like Fahid.
Look, well, I, just, was told to come down and check on you guys. We can go up and talk to Sar, and then we'll get this all squared away, and then, nobody has to crush my helmet while it's still on my head.
Sure.
Should somebody probably check on him? No? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we will.
He's fine. Don't worry.
He doesn't look fine.
I can control my fist.
What does that mean?
It means he can choose whether to kill you or not.
Okay. You were saying?
Oberon, how about you take him up and explain that everything is alright here. And if anything happens, you come back. If he says anything out of line, punch him.
I'm not going to say anything out of line. What do you... Wait, where are we going?
To say that everything is fine down here.
But it's not fine. Who's that? And he points to the other unconscious guy on the ground over there.
He's just another cultist. Don't worry about him.
I'm another cultist. What does that mean?
The two people who cannot speak at all is just going like, do we kill him now? No.
I walk up. Can I walk up to him and tell him, look, we're telling you what to do exactly. You say everything's fine. You leave us alone. Whatever that bear tells you, you fucking do it. He says jump, you say how high. You got it?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I want to stand behind him and just hold my halberd ready to swing. Just ready for that shit.
God!
Okay, you can have advantage.
So I already rolled a 15, and that is it's a check this out. 17 plus what was it? 6?
I feel like the Geneva suggestions say something about psychological warfare.
So that's a 23?
No,
Yeah,
no,
great.
I got a plan for this. We got into a little scuffle, and that's what made the noise.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as believable as I've already healed myself, but it works.
No. That's why you're gonna punch me, and we're gonna take this guy. And
Sure.
We knocked out his buddy.
As you say that, Tim Ignacio, he just...
That's what I fucking thought.
Bastion and I were wrestling, and we knocked your friend out. Is what happened down here.
We just did a friendly spar, and I'll just like
Well,
punch
that's what I'm saying.
Oberon like in the shoulder, like mildly hard, like 2 points of damage hard.
Enough to leave like a black eye or like something visible.
It's fun
Are you
because you
gonna give
already
a
have black eyes as a
Panda,
panda.
black eyed. There's a joke there.
Right. Right. I thought about that for a second. Like, how that would work.
A cut.
God, this thing writes itself.
Bust his lip just slightly.
Oberon just instinctually punches him in the eye, and then he just looks up, and then it's just like there's a moment
Oberon
of like,
punches Oberon in the eye?
Oh, did I say no? Bastion punches Oberon in the eye, and there's just a moment of Oberon who just goes, and then they rip out a chunk of fur or something. I don't know. How would you leave a visible mark on a bird? Yeah, bear. It would probably be the ripping out a chunk of fur, honestly.
Or like a small cut on the nose or something. Like
Like a
I was gonna say bust his lip a little. Bust his lip a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, just punch me in the face or something. I mean, a punch only does 1 or 2 points of damage. It's not a big deal.
Sure. only those
Something to
little
like make it look like we were fighting. That's
Yeah.
all.
Okay, you can do that, no problem.
purposely using the lowest strength I can while still causing damage.
Yeah, you can take 1 damage. I'll be gracious.
Before Oberon goes out there, I'd like to take off my necklace and put it on him, and it's this noticeable little like ring on a chain. And I'll tell him, you have 2 chances to not fuck this up. And I give him, what is it?
I don't know.
It's
What is it?
It's my Pact of the Talisman talisman.
No, I think what's on shortstop.
Oh, got it. So you're giving him your chain?
Yes.
Okay.
My tome.
What-
talisman, sorry. My
What
talisman.
is it you're giving him? Describe it for us.
So, like I said, it's a little ring on a adjustable chain, and it's made out of silver. And what this does is, with my 2 proficiency, you have 2 chances to turn what would be a fail into a success on any roll that you make.
Okay.
So if you fail an ability check, you can add a d4 to the roll, potentially turning the roll into a success.
That's pretty sweet. So
And it can be used a number of times equal to the proficiency bonus, and that's twice.
But what does the ring look like, more specifically?
Oh, it looks like a gold ring, and on it is a ruby instead of like a regular diamond. But that's what it looks like, and it holds like a little glow that's like kind of warm and red.
And around it, of course, a very fine chain, which
Can be adjusted. Yeah, it's one of like, have you ever worn like a friendship bracelet and it's got like that adjustable kind of like section to it? It's that way so that I can elongate it and make it so that Oberon can wear it, because his neck is definitely thicker than mine.
Yeah.
see, silly me.
Oberon
I
would
was
have to ask
I
me.
was gonna call it magic, being your magic
Oh,
talisman
can
and
I-
all.
Like, can I do that? Can it be
Yes.
like magically? Yes, can
Well,
I do that? I would love it.
Seeing that your magic talisman and your pact with your being,
Otherworldly.
your
being.
otherworldly being, is that he not only protects it and you, the chain that is around your neck never falls off, cannot be stolen, and also conveniently does what you tell it. So yeah, it's simply, as you go to reach around Oberon's neck, it fits like a charm.
Yeah, good fun. Hey, real quick, I'm just curious of what is the name of the guard that we've been, Geneva suggested.
Oh God,
as much as possible.
Greg.
Greg?
Greg.
That's not a good name. I was thinking more like Dibley Dribnit or
But
something.
his name was his buddy's name.
That's
was
a good name. I would like that name for something else.
So the guy we're intimidating's name is, what's his name?
No, the
Greg.
general of Rakesh, or the
Dibley.
higher general
Dibley.
of Rakesh is going to be
Dibley Dribnit.
yeah.
Such a good I tried so hard not to laugh when I read the Twitch chat.
It is. I
Complete
have realized it is too much power, but then there's this guy who will actually occasionally ask too many people's names, and
I'm just curious.
yeah.
Well, we know the guy that we knocked out is his name was Fahid.
Fajid. Like fajitas?
So I was expecting his friend to have another name along that.
No, it's just Greg.
theme. And then it's Greg. So I feel like what's that movie? War Dogs. My name is Jeb.
Dan.
Jim.
Like,
Oh, that's good.
my name is Greg.
My name's Greg.
It was like, and it's spelled
yes.
funny, but we don't have pen and paper here, so.
But if
So he's not
Oberon
gonna
wants
spell
to
it
know
out for
more
you.
about it, he has to ask me what the ring is. It just looks like a ring.
Is this gonna help me?
It's gonna help me. I'm a dumbass. It's gonna help you, and you have 2 chances to not fuck up here, okay?
That should be plenty.
Okay.
I got this.
Good guy. And I tap him on the shoulder, and I look at the guy, and I give him another look like, you fucking got it? We square here? And I'll put away my pistols, and I walk this way and just look at Fahid like, shit, man, sorry. And then I take out a smoke, because I smoke when I'm stressed. My character smokes when he's stressed. I don't smoke.
Who smokes? God.
All right, let's go talk
You're a
to
bad
the
person.
Then. Our plan
Pulls
is
vape
Trying to have
harder.
fun.
and knock this guy out, and that's what you're gonna tell him as you guys came down.
Okay, so you head up with Greg.
Greg.
He's got it. That's canon now. But sorry, what do you instruct him to say?
Tell him as soon as you guys entered the room, I came flying through the air and knocked out Fahid as soon as I hit him and fell on him. And it was Bastion who threw me.
Yeah, just throw back
You just walked in on us fighting and sparring in the training hall.
As he says that, I pick up Fahid. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going with you. And I pick up Fahid.
No.
No?
No,
Why?
because that
Because
our
you're supposed to be
healers
locked up.
are dealing with him.
Oh, that's right. You're fucking right, dumbass.
You've
I
been
dropped the guy.
unconscious. It's been a lot on your mind.
Yeah, we'll leave the unconscious people to Avery. Don't worry, people will be fine. We didn't kill anybody.
Okay, yeah. Greg will follow you out. The other enforcer. I'm gonna call him the other enforcer. I fucked up by calling him Greg. I can't take it seriously.
My name is Greg.
But he will follow you out, and he's like kind of like nodding along quite frantically. You can see he's like sweat on his brow. He is not holding it together, and he's just like, okay, you flew through the air and hit me, and hit Fahid,
Here, it's simple. As soon as Fahid entered the room, he got knocked out.
okay.
You came upon myself and Bastion sparring, and everybody's excitement is what was making all the commotion.
Everybody's okay. And then, what do we say about the like keepers going awry and then being like killed and?
What are you talking about? Don't worry about any of that.
Right. Okay. You can just see like as like a very unsteady breath before like shaking before standing like before you guys as you like stand out front of like just outside of the view of the open door of the enforcer's office. He's just like, okay.
So Bastion, just let them know that we need to like get people riled up and get them moving up these stairs behind me. We're gonna take them by surprise.
People are going up with you? You're not going up just him?
No, we are. But
I thought you guys had
Wow,
already left.
oh, did we?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh,
I thought you were going ahead to
Well,
just talk the two of you.
well, we are gonna just the two of us are gonna go, but right before we leave.
Okay, so before you leave.
Because it sounded like he was nervous before we.
Oh yeah, he's very nervous. He's just like,
I'm trying to calm him down and be like, "This is what's going on." It's like people are coming behind us.
you just told him to go lie to Tassar, and you know none of these guys fuck with Tassar. Like, Tassar will kick any of their asses up the street. And they don't want to go lie to Tassar.
Why don't we have
Like,
Tassar?
they'll go with you. Why don't you just, like, he suggests,
Yeah,
why
I'll
don't
tell
you
him.
just tell him all this? I don't know why I have to say
You're
it.
just there to conform. You're just there to
I'll
confirm it.
nod along.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, perfect.
And then you'll come back down and help us. And if not,
yeah, I'll come down and help.
if he didn't, yeah, you'll come back down and
Oh, he nods
pick
along
up
with
what
you.
need afterwards.
You're like nodding as you're saying this, and he's like, yep, okay. He is he's still your
Puppet.
Sebastian,
puppet.
before we leave, right? Get everybody ready. Get all the recruits riled up. Let's storm, the demon and take her down. While I'm gone, and if you guys come running by us, I'll join in, and we'll put, Brother Tassar in his place. Or hopefully he'll join us. Figure that out when that happens. If you guys are ready to go before I return, go. Basically.
Okay. And then, with saying okay, that's the ending of conversation with Oberon. And then I'll turn to Ignacio and I'll go, so what all did you see while you were kept away from us?
I'll take a really deep breath, and I'll be like, if you want to talk about that, let's go in the room or something, because it has to do with Sister Tamara and all this other stuff, and I'll go into the room. I can't move it right now because I'm away from the computer, but I'll start telling him how I woke up not knowing where I was, but 2 rooms into the caves. How I woke up in a cage, that I was tied up. I could only see Sister Tamara on like a sacrificial table, and that there was a poison dagger, and I'll take that out and I'll show him. And at some point, Keepers and Sister Kira came by and said something about having me and Sister Tamara join whatever they were doing. I'm assuming something with sacrificing the body and only having the soul enveloped in the bees, because on top of Sister Tamara, on what I thought, like, for 2 seconds was, which are the ones that hang down from the caves, are the stalactites? Yeah, I think those stalactites.
tights.
I thought
Stalagmites are mounds. That's how I think about it.
I always remember tight top.
Mm-hmm.
That's good too. Yeah, I do the same.
But I'll continue that. I thought it was a stalactite until I looked up and fucking bees. Okay.
Okay.
And then I was able to get out. I didn't know what was going on. Further deeper into the caves was a room full of boxes, and that's where they're keeping all the Varaka that they've made up until now, probably for moving or whatever. This thing, fucking rabbit hole. You just keep going into another room that I was able to get into. Remember, they said that people that couldn't, be useful around the compound, they send to the mines?
Into the caves, yes.
They're not fucking people anymore. There's deformed monstrosities down there mining, and Keepers are watching over them. They're like mining in the dark at this point, and I could just see them. There's they're like down a cliff and a
Upon
half.
hearing that, Bastion just goes, fucking called it.
Look, buddy, I get it. You're right. Okay, we get it. You knew. Anyway, I didn't go any further because, look, basically was about to die.
No.
So I managed. I got out how I could. I got Sister Tamara out of there. But in where the keepers are staying is an actual room, and then there's a hidden door into the caves from there.
As
And
you're
that's how they
having-
move from the caves into here.
As you two are having this conversation, you can hear, like, over by Hoffs, as Hoffs has been explaining this entire time. No, it's actually blood. It's not semen. It's not. Just drop it. It's blood. It's the black ichor. You know, we put in all, like, every other day that Brother Emus prepares. It's almost identical, except a little bit more viscous, a little thicker than actual blood. And as he's explaining, you can hear, like, a couple people, like, behind are like, this is unbelievable. You're damn right it's unbelievable. I don't believe it. I'm not having it. Yeah, me neither. I'm not having it either. We're heading up. I'm not having any more of this. My beautiful goddess is a demon. No. And he starts, like, turning around and heading along with.
I'm guessing
another.
that we see them start moving.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
back
That's,
to
like,
motion.
loud.
Then, upon hearing that, it would be, how about we get Brother Emus to answer the questions that you'll have? He's been with Lady Delora and such often, but if he can tell you what's actually that he's putting in, then would that help you join our cause of freeing everyone from oppression? I mean, Varaka's great and all, but you're not free. You're at the will of people higher than you.
You can make a persuasion check.
Can I help him with that?
How would you
'Cause
help
I've
him with
also
that?
been- I'd like to say, I get that you don't believe what we're saying. But after the fight that we just had, what is there not to believe in? People turning into bees? And what, the guy just said, okay, and moved aside? Don't you see that he's still, like, not here? And I'll walk up to the guy that was like, is he still charmed, by the way?
I'm sorry. Is who still charmed?
One of the
the
cultists
red
got
one.
charmed.
He was
Oh
charmed and
God,
walked
no, they're
step
way
aside.
gone. No,
Yeah.
that's way gone.
I'll walk up to him and I'll go, hey, buddy, do you remember anything that happened a couple seconds before that keeper walked up to you and told you to step aside? Do you remember anything?
I remember, like, this really warm feeling toward that robed individual. It was kind of like I knew him, like, a long time. I'm kind of attracted to him, but I don't know if it was like how much they were wearing. It's kind of weird. I was kind of asking a few questions. Why are you asking me?
You got
Because there are magics that affect your mind.
Did
And
I say all that out loud?
yes,
Anyway.
yes, you did.
Fuck.
There are magics that affect your mind. And as someone who has already gone through that, you exhibited the same things I did. I was ready to stand and make sure that they could not enter this room. But I had to let them pass.
Make a
as
persuasion
you.
check with advantage.
Sweet. How's that plus 0? Oh, 18. See if we crit. Nope, that's an 18.
18, you said?
Yeah, 18.
He just the two that were heading out kind of stop for a second and go. They look at each other. I suppose if you can get Brother Emus to come here, we can wait a bit longer to hear you guys out.
Thank you.
Bit. We'll give him 10 minutes? 20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay. Hoffs, you are have the greatest rapport with Brother Emus. Could you see if he can come out for a minute from his office? That's also in this area, right?
Yeah, Hoffs kind of like walks up. Yeah, the problem is the door is always locked to just get into the alchemy area.
Say that you are planning on, taking a leave. Ask for his assistance.
I can't get into the alchemy area. I could bang on the iron door at the top of the large stairs, but that'd be pretty loud. I don't think we should do that. If we had some way to get in the door, I could do that.
What door?
The door into the alchemist's area, the laboratory. It's a large iron door. It's always locked.
Let's go. I'll go unlock it and I'll take out my thieves' tools.
One of us should stay here with these folk, and he points toward the cultists. Make sure they don't go anywhere.
I will stay here.
Ignacio can
I can walk
probably
there by
get
myself.
Brother Emus here in my name. You could tell him I need help.
What's your name?
I'm Hoffs.
Oh, fucking! I thought I wasn't here.
You don't know who I am? He gets like really
No,
offended.
sorry. No, because he's not here anymore.
He's
I'm
just
sorry.
like, I thought we were getting close. He's just like, wow, I knew I had a problem. No. Is it me? Am I like he just no.
Just has an identity crisis for a minute.
I'm sorry, buddy. It's been a long day. I undudded like twice. Okay.
Oh, that's understandable. I'm not trying to be the one asking Brother Emus myself. I don't want to RP me doing me. So
no, I completely understand.
Yeah.
And somebody should go back and handle this, or watch these guys, or talk to these guys, because he's currently been like just explaining to them each and every one of them, just like yes, no, she's a demon. Yeah, like large descendant of the hells. She's using some sort of enchantment magic. It just like innately emits from her. I don't personally know. I'm not entirely sure.
And
What?
I'm guessing that most of them are like sort of on board, or still like on the fence at least.
He's mostly
ready to
just
leave.
like most of like what he's doing is keeping them distracted by like housing their questions. They're very easily entertained. I'll put it like that. And just kind of listening to this guy ramble on is yeah, it was just it's just they kind of like just listen on, and they kind of like nod, and like occasionally when he says something like particular,
Actually,
well, yeah, like occasionally like he'll just like shoot off with like, oh yeah, and it's this large demon called a Crowley, and they go whoa, and they're very easily distracted. That's kind of just like what he's been doing. And as like he
Okay.
wandered away to talk to you for that short time, you can kind of see they're all just like what were you doing? And like some of them start to wander off, and that's not really what he wants. So as he kind of like encourages Ignacio to go, he's like, "Hey guys, let me finish what I was telling you about the elixir I mixed for Brother Emis before he gets here." And they all just are like, "Oh, you mixed an elixir? What did the elixir do? Was it like better for Raka? Does he have like his own secret stash?" And they like all huddle in. As
Gotta love him. They've got no brain cells.
They really don't, and neither do like. And part of what Emis did tell him is like part of many of the alchemists are also stupid. Like they're just like the brightest among the dullest stars.
It's the shiniest pieces of coal.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's some pyrite in there if anybody knows the rocks.
But Oberon and the Enforcer kind of walk. The Enforcer, just like nodding up the stairs as he follows you, like. There are no dead bees. the keepers are fine. And you guys just kind of like lead to the Enforcer area. You can see there are a couple in. What's that?
Sorry. No, you're good.
Oh yeah, you kind of like lead through the hallways to where the Enforcers like chambers, because it leads to like their own personal quarters that leads into Brother Tsar's office. And as you like kind of like approach the door, you can hear there are two guards in there, Enforcers currently like locked in conversation, just off duty. You can assume, as many of them, you can just kind of hear, "It's your turn. It's your turn. Hey, it's your turn." And no, sorry. Yeah, you can enter if you just want to walk right in.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right in.
Yeah, you approach, you walk past the two, they kind of like look up at you, give you a nod, give the guy behind you a nod. The guard behind you just like still like yeah, as he like walks past them and with you into Brother Tsar's tiny office. Brother Tsar is like behind the desk, currently smoking, and he's like, "Hey, what was the noise?"
I know you sent this guy down to investigate it. It was just, bashed into myself, or B45 and myself, getting into a little tussle, as you can see with my face. We kind of, we were getting a little rough with each other.
Why is it at every point you two are fighting? Do you not just relax, have a drink, I don't know, watch other people fight?
Well,
what else is there to do?
Where's the fun in watching other people fight?
That is a good point. Yeah. Where's the other one?
Oh, that's a funny story. Right as he walked in, Bastion had thrown me across the room. And I landed on the guard and knocked him out.
Is he alive?
Oh yeah, he's alive. He's alive.
Oh, okay.
We got him. He's getting patched up down there.
Did you get to keeper?
Yeah, we got him to the keepers down there, but everybody was getting excited about the fights.
Make a deception check for me.
You can roll with advantage. Or out of D4. Was it? Yeah, D4. Sorry.
Out of D4.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's still better than what Oberon and I
But
have naturally.
It's only added D4 if I fail, right?
Yeah, when you fail an ability check.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Is persuasion?
Yeah, so it auto triggers. Yeah, it's a deception check.
Deception.
That is not in any form the truth.
So if it fails, I roll the D4.
I would roll the D4. Oh, do you add the D4, or is it add 4 or roll a D4? What is it?
So here is what it says exactly. When the wearer fails an ability check, they can add a D4 to the roll, potentially turning the roll into a success.
Oh yeah. So roll a D4.
Oop, just
That's
one.
kind of fucking cool, though. It's like an ability.
It is cool.
Let's go.
The DC was an 18.
Saved my ass.
The
I hope.
you watch his brother Tsar just. We'll make sure all the blood gets cleaned up. Scrub it really hard. I will check tomorrow if it is not all cleaned up. I'll have you scrubbing the entire bottom floor and my office. Okay.
Completely understood.
Cool. No more
Okay.
unconscious enforcers, okay? I have like
Yeah.
4 more on duty right now. At least
I'll
around
take
the
Greg
compound.
here with me to collect Fahid when he wakes up.
Okay. Go on then. And he just
As I
issues you
kind
out.
of push Greg out the room. Let's go.
Pushes Greg.
Greg, you just see Greg goes, just like nodding the entire time, like as you like push him out the room. He kind of follows you out. As you guys are like leaving the room, he's like, we nailed it.
Dude, Knife sold it so good, even if he did fail.
Yeah, true, right?
Yeah.
Good.
I love that.
There was a
love
level
that-
that like wouldn't truly fail, but like he's not even gonna push any harder with an 18. Like or a 19 is what you got, but past an 18, he's not gonna fucking even give it another thought.
I love that my my monk that has 0 charisma is doing better than the rogue when
Okay.
it comes to like talking with people.
Oh, that is actually funny.
So are you, Ignacio, going up while they're doing this? Kind of like following them up? Because it's at the end of the hallway up here, is the laboratory.
Yeah. So I'll tell House like, I got you. I'll go get Brother Amos. I'll try to stick as close to the walls as possible so nobody sees me, because I'm not technically supposed to be alive or here right now. So I'm gonna stealth.
Okay, yeah, stealth, please. And go ahead and give me that sleight of hand, because as you get up to the door, it is just a large iron door in front of you. So if you're gonna pick it, it is locked, obviously.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
I
you
have.
said
Yeah.
So that's 17 for stealth, and then sleight of hand with the lockpick tools, right? With thieves' tools, sorry.
Yes, please.
Because I have proficiency with that.
You do, yes. So you
Should
get,
just be adding proficiency again.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a dex check with proficiency.
Oh, dex check. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's. Oh, still the same. 18.
18? Yeah, you're in. You're good. Just with a little bit of fidgeting, you hear the click within the door, and you can force it open. It's
This
a
is-
heavy door, but you know, you can just open it for what you need and kind of creep down the stairs beyond.
So this is flavor text, but have you guys ever seen Lockpick Smith?
No.
Where he like talks about like, oh,
Yes,
this lock
I
was
mean,
made
I
this time.
have.
and
The lockpicking lawyer.
Whatcha? Yeah, the lockpicking lawyer. I fucking love that guy. You just like jam shit in there and then it opens.
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah.
shims.
Yeah.
However,
I'm in.
you weren't that proficient.
Okay.
You got an 18. That's like a 22.
Okay.
He
Okay.
he is like.
I'll try harder next time. I'll try harder next time.
Yeah, this one is it is a difficult door, and it does take a little bit. You do it with quite a bit of professionalism, as many could not crack open this door. But with an 18, it takes a few seconds, but you can force the tumbler and enter. And as you get past the door, you descend down. It is like a long staircase down into the laboratory, which is like the largest chamber with a huge vaulted ceiling, which comes down to the small office just off the bottom of the stairs. Currently, door open, cracked at the time being, with a light just shining outward from within.
So
You can,
again, sticking to the walls, can I look in there before I go in there and try to check if anybody else is in there besides the person I need to talk to?
yeah. You can approach. I'm not going to make a perception check. Yeah, you can tell. You can hear a singular voice within after a brief moment. He's just you can hear kind of just like a faint humming, just trying to like hum in an accent. How do I do that?
That's good. I'll go behind the door and very softly just knock, knock.
Hello.
I'll slip past the door and like very quickly close it behind me, and I look at him and very pointedly just shh.
Why must I be
Not supposed to be here. Haas needs you.
But
You need
I'm
to come
supposed
with
to
me.
be here. Why do I have to be quiet?
Just come with me, old man.
Old man? I don't want to say how old I am, but that is a rude way to ask of somebody to come with you.
Brother Emus, would you do me the pleasure of following me so that we can go talk to Haas about something?
Okay, now it sounds kind of, condescending, but what is it Hoff needs?
He just needs to talk to you about something. It's smart people stuff. I'll give you that.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm-
You told me to be rude.
I'm trying not to say a disadvantage, but at disadvantage.
Oh fuck. Okay. I
You
was
call
gonna
him
make
old
it. Okay.
man. Do you want to
That's
like?
fair.
I
That's
feel like
fair.
even last night I made a point of, if you're asking for shit, don't be rude to people, with Weibo as a horse hitting someone in the chest. Just going, fuck you.
No one's here to hit me.
Go ahead.
I'm my own
Go ahead and roll a
agent.
persuasion with disadvantage.
So the first roll was
There it is.
11, and then I rolled an 18, so that's a 15. Plus my thing with persuasion, which is a 4. So it's 15.
Kind of like
My lower roll was 11.
Okay. Let's see. Kind of narrows his eyes at you. Okay. But I'm gonna follow from about 10 feet back. You go ahead. You give me, like, uneasy vibes.
It's the fucking scales, huh? Rude, and I'll go out the door.
I have fur. What? I'm like, I mean, kind of. Yes, I mean, snakes do eat meerkats. It wouldn't be unrealistic for me. Not that I think you will eat me. Okay, then just go on.
Turns the rude onto him instead. That's called gaslighting.
You're fucking gaslighting me. What the fuck, dude? Anyway,
just walk.
I will-
This has gotten awkward.
I'll keep, like, even though he said that he's gonna, like, keep his distance, I'm going to walk ahead, see that he follows me, and then keep.
You're gonna frequently
maybe
look
5
back at
feet.
him. That'll
Yeah.
help his uneasiness. But he follows you the entire way. You just keep looking back at him. He goes,
Hand on gun, just in case.
he
No.
just
That's
keeps,
wrong.
keeps walking at you. Look back again. And he goes, he
I'll
keeps
end up
walking again.
rounding. Cause I went down here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you come
So
back this way. It's like climbing up
yeah.
back the stairs out of the laboratory. Do you close the door behind you?
Yes.
As you're closing it, Brother Emus is just like, now how did you get in exactly? Where are the enforcers?
Oh, they let me in. I went to come find you because it's an important thing.
Oh, okay.
I know you don't trust me, but there's been a lot happening, Brother Emus, and we just would like your advice here, your help at least.
Make another persuasion check. This time normal because you've decided not to be aggressive about it.
That's a 23.
He's like, okay. Let's go then. Show down there, I assume.
In the meantime,
And
like,
as
while they're doing
as you walk, sorry, what are you doing?
I was just gonna say, I'm just cleaning up the bees, like putting them into a pile in the hallway, so that way they're
Gotcha.
visible. Yep.
Well, as you begin to walk, you kind of like head on first, and Brother Emus starts to move. And he goes, he just kind of looks back. Oh, wonderful. There's a keeper coming. That should
The fuck!
And as you kind of like rush down, you just like grab him and pull him by the scruff. As you head down suddenly, you can hear the sound of a creeper's approach. Jesus, creepers. It's just
Creeper! Oh man!
As you can hear just like the sounds of like the cascading robes across the cobblestone beneath, just like as the keeper approach, and the torchlight from the end of the hallway just illuminating this like cloaked figure as it approaches down the hall.
So
And you
yes,
can just
I
hear
grab
Brother
him by
Emus
the
go like,
scruff.
wait, no, it's the bad, as he's like pulled down the hallway.
I pull him down here. I ring him out and I throw him this way, and I'm like, yeah, and get Hoff's attention, and then I sneak into this room, and then I get into here and I go, oh hey, you're now out from early. Hey, what's up, buddy? Fucking.
You ran into them. Okay. Okay. Well, as you pull Brother Emus down, Oberon, you and the enforcer also arrive back in the room, and for the sake of time, it's like 9:45, approaching 10 o'clock. I think we can, as long as everybody's on board, we'll end it here and pick up next time with hopefully everybody, as you guys have a keeper approaching down the hallway. Brother Emus now joined you and a group of cultists and your new enforcer friend Greg, all in the bottom levels of the... he's like, yeah, everything's fine. Where's my spear? Yeah, all of you trapped on the bottom level, with a number of keepers already dispatched of, and an enforcer. He's sleeping.
Can I say that I moved the guy to this corner, just that way he's slumped into the corner, not just in the middle of a walkway?
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Or you can put him in here, or you can put him in here with us.
Bash has just been playing cleanup duty while Hobbs is explaining things, and just being like, if anyone comes down here, we're so going to be made immediately.
Okay.
Bastion, can you actually put him in here, please?
Sure.
Yeah, I've added Dibbly Dribnet to my Sheets file. Only it has two little names.
How old are you? I need to know for the sacrifice later.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Next time we will find out what happens as the revolution begins.
Hello.
I think I know the title of the next episode already, but don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our Woes of the Wildland campaign, where our heroes have just arrived back in the town of Brentfield, where it is currently ablaze, overrun by goblins, while the town is trying to hold out on the southern end of the village. They charge into town atop a cart, which can barely hold all of them, as a line of goblins readies to attack. So we'll be going into combat at the start of our session tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That would be 5 p.m. Central. God, did I do that wrong? No, wait, isn't it later? God, am I screwing up?
Central's later than Pacific.
Yeah, Jesus, it's 9
2
p.m.
hours.
9. It's late. 9 Central. But it's okay. It's the late show. We cuss. Fuck, for example. There's more to come.
Shit.
Tune in
Goddamn.
tomorrow to hear many more. Don't ruin it. I don't want these
Sorry.
assholes to get the whole experience fucking spoiled.
I'm sorry, Chris.
It's
Fucking
okay.
shit, dude, at my fucking
I
bed.
forgive
Powering
you, you piece
off.
of shit. But don't forget to tune in then. Until next time. Just don't die.
Powering on. Mic off. Charging
just,
battery.
Roll good on your saving throws, and you should be fine. Just keep that in mind
Don't roll
on your
roll
death
2 ones
saving
in a row.
throw.